the future. I voice act. I was like a weird self-appointed terrible leader for Redditstuck for its early stages. And then shit went down and I retired. I threw in the towel, and then these bad boys put together what you see now. But I was around for like tons of the early planning and stuff, which apparently hasn't changed. So I still know too much to be a normal man. So that's fine.
All right, Deeb, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi.
Oh, reply from Mr. Cheese. I'm getting toolbox messages out the wazoo. All right, go on. Sorry.
I'm just chilling. I'm gonna read.
Yeah. Not part of the team, just a voice actress I brought in.
I'm a friend.
Yeah. Gordian, would you like to introduce yourself to the good people? Is that it?
Yeah, I do music, and shit posts, and I sort of help with stuff. That's basically all I do. Not quite as much stuff as these people do, and I think I only have 3 tracks that are actually in the comic so far. So I'm working on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but they're really good.
Hang on, we have
Thank
mic
you.
issues.
Thank you.
Hang on, let me
I'm
take a look.
Just in case.
More about that stuff later. For now, just know that I'm Gordian, or you, Real Bill Watterson.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Just laugh.
Okay.
I'm being assaulted on my own stream.
What is this?
Are you sure it's my mic? Because I can fix this, I think.
It might have been me.
It sounds
Sometimes
good to
it's
me.
Does my mic... Okay, here's the thing, though.
On the Twitch
Game's
itself.
over, guys. It's done for.
Does it sound shit on Twitch?
It sounds
The
a bit.
curtain has been pulled back. You guys can
This
see how
is-
unprofessional this shit is.
This is,
Yeah,
I-
this is in no way.
Filter, here,
Professional.
let me just mute myself forever and you never have to hear me ever
balance
again.
it before they can tell.
Man, I don't know anything about audio. What's audio?
All intentional. It's all a joke, you guys. Laugh.
Yeah,
Listen,
this is
I heard
bland.
the mic fixes itself immediately if you just hit Alt F4 and delete System 32.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks.
No, don't
Mr.
say
Cheese
that.
is
That's
telling
mean.
me I do not
Mr.
have what
Cheese
it
is
takes.
screaming in
I
chat.
don't have what it takes to talk professionalism with anyone. Time to mute my Discord. So, here we go. That's the wrong button.
No, they're gone. It's
go
gone.
in.
It's gone.
Hi, my name is Dagwood, and I'll be the new Wade 5454.
Enable desktop notification. Let's not do that. Message, deafen, undeafen, mute, unmute, turn off all the notifications. I'm scared.
Maybe you shouldn't be trying to fix this while you're also on the toilet.
Afraid.
We had tests for this. We had several tests.
No, it's too late.
We had like one.
Alright.
Uncheck everything.
Alright.
This is how we're
Uncheck
moving away from
everything.
the.
Oh yeah, I
from
forgot about streamer mode.
Use the check
Wait,
I
you're off.
completely forgot about streamer mode. Hey guys, this is the Redditstuck stream. It just started like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah,
Hello,
we
everyone.
just started. Should I do the intro again?
No.
Do it again, and we can officially start.
Alright,
Duh. Da-da-da. I won't.
so,
I
Yeah.
couldn't.
this is the Redditstuck
couldn't.
stream. Where are we at in introductions? Right after Darlene, right? No, Gordian. Cal, would you like to say some words about yourself?
Well, that is me. I do music. I'm a fairly recent addition to the team. None of my music's appeared in the comic yet, but I've made a couple of tracks, and I'll hopefully make more. And I'm gonna be reading anime. That's about it.
Last,
What do you have to say for yourself?
last and certainly least, me, Wade5454, the best streamer in all of the land.
I hate you.
Literally
I'm just kidding.
did
Go
not
on.
ask, buddy. Alright, but
Oh,
I do stuff occasionally. I have written words for this comic at least once, and then I pretend to do more than I actually do. So yeah, that's me. It's my job, my task, and we're here to read you Redditstuck in its entirety.
Yeah, boy.
Good job.
Yeah. I'm the Redditstuck hype man. They didn't bring me here to voice anything. They just had me to shout like, yeah, and your boy.
Yeah, boy. Mr.
Oh, yeah,
Cheese,
gotta
if you don't read
You gotta
every...
read next arrow.
We don't have
Yeah,
next
Mr.
arrows.
Cheese
We
is
say
right. You
next,
gotta read
like
next
Problem
Just say
Sleuth.
next.
Do we watch the Flash?
Next! There we go.
Oh,
that's
wow.
that's the first next. Alright, so we're gonna get right into it.
Oh, my ears.
Aren't there like 180 pages? So aren't you gonna be hurting yourself? Like,
Shh, shh. We're playing the Flash. Shh,
We're suffering for our art.
shh.
Flash.
turn off your cell phones. if any of you in the chat have your cell phones, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I don't know about you, but I am hyped. I'm hyped from seeing. it.
Okay, question. Do we show the Easter egg?
Oh, show the Easter egg, of course.
Yes,
This is the
totally.
Redditstuck stream.
Yeah, here we
We're
go.
gonna show all the Easter eggs.
This is the Easter egg. I think you just played again, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, you've been back and played.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't seen the Easter
Yeah.
egg. It's
That's
just-
the Easter egg.
Whoa.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is, in all its glory. The Nicolas
Ladies
Cage
and
face.
gentlemen, the first Easter egg.
Ever.
What was it? I missed it.
Whoa.
What happened?
It said probably.
That
Really
I see it now. I was watching the stream.
Yeah.
I
There
wasn't
we go.
Credits,
Scare.
plot, Wage 5454. I don't even think I made the plot for that. I don't remember this enough. So,
Well, you're credited, so.
well, I mean, I do a lot of plot stuff.
You
You
are-
said-
Music by JJ Pollution. He is the Bill Bolin of Redditstuck, and that's a story for another day, my friends.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean,
He
I don't
did
think
it,
I've gotten to
then
that
he-
today.
He flew the coop, yeah.
Alright.
Basically, he's no longer on the team
Yeah.
as of right now.
That's
I
a long
remember
story.
that guy had
Upside
some
down.
shit going down.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. Wake up.
I agree.
You have just woken up from a terrible nightmare. Having forgotten almost all of it, you're not quite sure why you feel vaguely disturbed. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Get out of bed. You get out of your bed in the only sensible manner. Make your bed, you slob. In an attempt to present yourself as a functioning member of society, you straighten up the covers on your bed and tidy the sheets. Much better. Enter name. You attempt to name yourself a name that is not your name. You shit hive. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Try again. You managed to recall your name. Phew, that was difficult. Where are you anyway? Luke, take stock of surroundings. Your room is just...
Wait, hold on.
What? What
Here,
the
pause
fuck
for
do
a
you
second. I
want?
think Ruzert just joined.
Did he?
He did.
Eee.
Hey, Roozer.
Hey.
Bruiser,
I don't
Hi,
think
Rooster.
Loser had
So yeah,
a
if-
mic
welcome
connect.
to the stream. We're just sitting here with 40 of our best friends.
Yeah. If
Hi, everybody.
if for whatever reason you need me, you want to like stop
There's
me
no mic.
and say something about like the comic. Also, some people in stream have buffering issues, and I hope that's not my internet because I don't know. So yeah.
My internet's real bad and I can see it, so there shouldn't be too much of a
Okay,
problem.
so
Alright, cool.
do you want Ruzert to introduce himself through text, and then we can read it out loud?
Roozert, yeah, I mean, I can introduce him. Roozert is the base god of flashing. Not flashing as in showing his dick to people, but as in he makes flash
Both.
animations. I can only imagine he's good at that too. Making is
Sweet.
antagonizing me. Yeah, I bought the fucking new headset, and the mic was just by default crappier than any other mic I've bought in the past, Megan. So,
Hey, let's
for
get
now,
this show
that's
back on the
unfortunate.
road.
but yeah,
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you,
keep
if
reading.
for whatever you guys want to stop me to point out something, then feel free.
Reading time. come on.
Anyway, Luke, take stock of surroundings. Yeah. Your room is flooded with a reasonable amount of horse paraphernalia. Just, a bit of it. You've balanced it out with normal everyday items, having a very natural and logical ratio of horse to non-horse. In one corner, by your bed, you've hung posters of strategy games that you have a knack for. In another corner, you've erected a small table/shrine where you keep your collection of horse literature, as well as your horse plush and your horse poster. It also holds your phone, a note card, and rolling dice, which aren't technically horse-related, but still pretty damn useful. At least, you like to think so. Your desk holds your laptop, plus some additional add-ons for the sake of PC strategy gaming, which is to say, a mouse and a pair of headphones. Over to the side is another table, at which you have spent many hours slaving away at your life's work, the fine art of concocting theories of the carefully constructed variety. The desk is covered in many of your awe-inspiring and painstakingly polished works, categorized somewhat carefully into two sections, theories and evidence. It's almost as if you were a hard-boiled detective, puzzling out the many mysteries of life as you unearth one clue after the next. The corkboard overhead showcases the many theories you are presently formulating, all of which are related to Problem Sleuth 2, and as the comic is due to reach its conclusion later today, your theories have been growing increasingly complex as you anticipate the final update. You have a few hours to kill before that, though. What will you do?
Hey, apparently the yeah, fix your mic, Wade, because the chat's going nuts.
Yeah.
Listen to it for a sec. It's just a background whine, I think, is what they're talking about.
Yeah, I
don't hear
noticed
any-
that earlier, and then I went in and I fixed it, so I don't know why it's showing.
You want me to do the narrator while you fix this?
Yeah, go for it.
Why not? We got to keep it moving.
All right, let's
Yeah.
keep it moving. All right. Look, Wade, can you
Yeah, I
keep the
gotcha.
comment going
I
with my
gotcha.
voice?
I don't think Wade's mic's on right now.
Sorry
so
about that. Got a
Okay,
call.
cool.
This is very
Luke.
professional.
Shit on the
Alright, that should
stallion
work.
shrine. Excuse you. Your collection isn't entirely comprised of stallions. You are an equal opportunity horse enthusiast, and as such, have dispersed several mares throughout your ranks. Horses are people too, you know. Luke, consult rolling dice for damn useful advice on what to do next. Hoping to find a path of action that isn't discriminatory towards lady horses, you turn your dice kind specimen for guidance. Your roll turns out a 7, which isn't surprising considering that particular outcome was statistically the most likely. You, however, know for a fact that it was not purely coincidental. Carefully observing all of the facts makes it plainly obvious. Adding up all the days in a week, there are 7 total. The first day of every week is Sunday. Sunday. Multiple planets orbit the sun. Orbit is the name of a company that produces gum. Swap one of those letters in gum, and what do you get? Gun. Gun. A gun is a type of weapon. A sword is also a type of weapon. Who uses swords? Knights, of course. You should go talk to your desk knight. Luke, say hello to Desk Knight. The knight greets you with a cold and unrelenting stare. The glory and horror that met him on the battlefield will forever resonate within his blank plastic eyes. You've commanded legions full of warriors like him many a time during your forays into world of strategy gaming. You reminisce with him solemnly about past war exploits. Luke, take reign of the horse plushie. You think you might have a better idea. Luke, ride into battle. You assess the battlefield, rally up your forces, and feign a charge. They took the bait. Time to retreat and bring in the main force. You ride with your troops back into battle as your enemy is confused by this display of sheer and utter stupidity.
Best
Luke.
flash in Redditstuck.
Luke, crash. The fake out paid off and bought you time, but their superior numbers are quickly overwhelming you. The only response is a tactical retreat, although you fear it might be too late. You gaze on in horror as a stray arrow critically wounds your chair, sending you careening off the side in a death spiral. Oh, cruel fate. The battle is lost. You're going down. Luke, assess damages. You look yourself over and seem to have escaped unscathed, save for a few minor scratches. That's enough combat simulation for you today, you think. Luke, check to see what you've written on your note card. You check the note card. You remember writing this like it was yesterday, which it very well may have been. Inscribed upon it are the credentials for your beloved horse plush in the form of a birth certificate. You copied them from memory when you accidentally misplaced the official store distributed copy. He is no ordinary horse plush, however. He is a prodigy among prodigies, a legend among legends. He reigns as the king of the shrine, crown of the equine empire, heir to all the horses, kingdom and beyond, heir to all horse kingdom and beyond. Young fools will forever sing his praises, as he is destined to go down in history as the greatest ruler this land has ever known. For whatever reason, however, you have yet to give him a name.
Alright, hang on.
Luke,
is anything,
examine horsemate.
is anything happening yet?
A young horse sits on his horsey shrine. Though it was a year and a half ago he was given life at the local Build-A-Bear, it is only today, sponsored by Build-A-Bear, it is name. What will the name of this young horse be?
Horse is
Horse.
killing me.
Enter name. You are now the horse, and you think quite well of this name. Dr. Chestnut Gillespie. Really rolls off the tongue. It's classy and tactful, yet still manages to reveal your bold and adventurous side. Although you feel it needs something more, something to indicate your appreciation for the finer, more tasteful things in life, you are horse royalty after all. Dr. Chestnut Gillespie, connoisseur of fine arts. Much better, but still, something is missing. As a king, you mustn't simply partake in high art and fine wine, but also possess a strong, secure, and positive relationship with the lower classes. Any king worth his salt knows that true power stems from the common folk. Next. Dr. Chestnut Gillespie, connoisseur of fine arts, and apple enthusiast. Perfect! What a divine name! You can almost see the fair maidens of the shrine swooning now at the mere thought of your illustrious new title. Your dead ex-king Horsefather would be so proud of you right now. Bless his horse soul. Sponsored by horses. Chestnut, be the boy child. You are once again Luke. You spent the last 5 minutes staring at your horse plush. It's starting to get a bit creepy. Luke, realize you haven't retrieved your arms yet. Hold your horses there, hombre. Let's review the tapes for a minute, shall we? We're getting there. Hold on. There. Pause it now. There they are. Looks like you've had them all along. Who would have guessed it? Luke, see who's pestering you. Pester? As in, pester chum? What is this, 2009? All the cool kids these days are using Set the new instant messaging service provided by your favorite link aggregator website. Anyway, if you're going to use that computer, you're going to need somewhere to sit. Luke, begin quest in search of trusty steed. You find your trusty steed exactly where you left it, 5 feet away. Pick up your trusty chair and reply to your friend. Unfortunately, your chair cannot be capture logged by your Trochet. Is it Trochet or Trochet?
It's Choky.
Trokey, thank you. I was wrong. Cannot be capture logged by your Trokey fetch modus as it does not follow a stressed-unstressed syllable pattern. As long as you abide by the pattern, you could assign an object any name you wish, no matter the length. The difficulty of this modus, however, stems from figuring out which syllables are stressed and which are not, which usually ends up with you incessantly muttering the same set of words over and over again until everyone in earshot is concerned for your overall mental health. You take a moment to mentally berate yourself. After all, it's just English. You know, the language you've been speaking no less than your entire life. Luke, cease this horsing around. Retrieve your chair post-haste. You're trying your hardest, okay? No need to get cranky about it. You attempt several combinations to fit the chair within your Silodex without success. Luke, it's a laptop. Take it and sit on the bed. Wondering why you didn't think of this before, you capture logs your laptop and take a seat on your comfy bed. Luke, admire your background. There it is. You haven't once regretted snapping a picture of your corkboard and setting it as your background, and you doubt you ever will. Luke, answer the chump that's messaging you. You decide you've left him hanging long enough.
Alright, hang on 1 second, champs. Right? So, I have this
Luke has
webcam,
to voice himself.
right?
Oh god. Yeah.
You guys can hear me, right? Does the fucking Discord
Yes.
fuck up? Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
we
We
can
can
hear
hear
you
you.
fine.
So,
but
I'm gonna
you
try to
should
switch mics.
stream.
Now, this webcam mic isn't 100% terrible.
Oh no, I can hear buzzing already.
So yeah, I'm gonna switch here. See if it'll pick it up. I don't think it'll pick it up for whatever reason. Hang on, let me plug this fucker in again.
The beeps are getting worse.
It's me. I'm Beep Boy. Why is everything quiet? What is happening? My world is falling apart around me.
Only 75% terrible.
We're losing our audience.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. Come back. We need
What do I even do? Does Discord pick it
Come
up?
back.
Let's see if Discord picks it up.
Oh.
Discord
Oh.
picks what up?
My mic.
Good.
My
We
feelings.
just
You?
Oh, okay. So, we're stuck with the beeps, so... Let me
I'm
just
sorry.
turn my mic volume all the way down so it doesn't bleed your ears out. How is...
I mean, you are in the next.
I mean, yeah, I know that, but if I turn the mic volume down...
Yeah, why not? Let's try it.
Is it still beeping like every time he says words? Like is the I just saw a beep in chat, so probably.
It's worked.
It is.
I believe so, yeah.
That's so weird that I can hear it so well. His voice.
Yeah.
I
the
think
stream.
it's more
Yeah.
his internet. than
Oh
it's
no, Macon says it fixed. Macon says it's fixed.
Oh, it
Macon
fixed it.
does a lot of things.
Hang on.
Oh, it fixed.
I mean, it does.
Oh, dope. All right, you ready? Let's do this. Let's do this pester log.
Alright,
Let's
fixed.
do it
It's
to it.
gonna come back randomly, and I'm just gonna die.
All right, you ready?
Beep.
Let's keep this rolling.
You've decided you've left him hanging long enough.
Hey man, what's up? Yo, dude, are you even there? Stop whatever wacky escapades you're getting yourself into and respond, man.
Hang on. 1 second.
Shit!
We can't hear us. I
Dude,
can't
respond, come on.
Alright.
Stop whatever wacky escapades you're getting yourself into and respond,
I'm
man.
in Wacky Escapades right now! This is realistic mode.
Yeah.
Give
this
him
was
time.
all a ruse. Oh,
This is the
God.
intentional. This is the
In the
At the
meantime,
start option?
this is the
Oh, you
pause.
didn't.
you
Beep.
can't even see it from the angle that the camera is at, but I was going to show off the hot set angle designed by Spade 4103. I think that's the only art asset that he's
Oh, it
submitted,
works, it
and for
works.
some reason
I
he
did it!
mentions it all the
make-
time.
We did it, Reddit!
All right.
Hey man, what's up? Yo, dude, are you even there? Stop whatever wacky escapades you're getting yourself into and respond, man.
Yeah, hi, I'm here. Sorry, I was doing other things. Other extremely important things, like fixing my mic.
Theories are horses.
Shut up, it's not always those things.
Dude, every single time with you it's either theories or horses, and occasionally even theories on horses.
I do other things.
Hey man, no shame, horses are fucking great.
Damn straight they are. They are the most fucking majestic beings. I'm glad you have the insight to appreciate that. Anyway, what's up?
I was thinking about the next PS2 update. It's supposed to be the last one, right?
Yeah, it's due to drop any minute now.
Okay, bear with me for a minute. This is gonna sound crazy. But what if it isn't actually the last one? What if it just kept going? It'd be all like, psych, sleuths forever, bitches, and just goes onward to infinity like pie.
No way. Hussey wouldn't do that. It would make no sense. The way the story's been progressing would make it impossible for it to go on any longer. I mean, what would that prove? There's no resolution.
Or maybe it just loops. Does pi loop? It's a circle, right? Or like a giant mathematical Mobius strip, just looping around in space.
I can assure you that pi does not, in fact, loop. Good to know you've been paying close attention in math. I mean, aren't you 2 years older than me? That implies you should know more shit than me, academically.
Who needs math when you have memes? Memes are ageless, man. A gift that keeps on giving.
Memes are in no way an academic study.
Not yet. But I know. Someday society will center itself around memes. It'll be mandatory in every learning institution. The class will be called something fancy, though, like the evolution of Internet Meme Culture 101. It'll be taught by the wisest and most esteemed professors, and they'll all be like that one friendly uncle that's super cool but also just a little bit aloof.
Keep reaching for those stars, those distant, distant stars. Meanwhile, I'll be down here on Earth, waiting for this update to drop. This is it, Sly. This is the day I finally prove him wrong.
Hold up. What if this thing never drops? That would be, like, symbolic in a morally ambiguous kind of way.
Fuck your what ifs, man. This is it. It has to drop. I don't think my sanity can take another one of his theories remaining even marginally feasible for just one more update.
What if it's all just some metaphor about greed or some shit, and 100 years from now parents will be telling their kids how you shouldn't stay up all night waiting for a Problem Sleuth update because Andrew Hussey was just a huge troll all along, and your dreams will never come true.
Nah, too meta for the Huss, I think.
Wait, was that what you were saying about what ifs? What if pretty much describes all your theories exactly? What if is like the very definition of a theory, otherwise it would just be a normal everyday fact.
You're going to talk about what if. You take the meaning of what if to a whole new level. I saw that one attempt you made at creating a theory. How the hell was Monster Kingspin going to turn out to be being Problem Sleuth's brother?
Bro, with the power of imagination, anything can happen. Just play the multiverse theory card or some nonsense like that. Bam, theory proven. Now your fanfic is canon. I never really understood why people have to create these theories in the first place. They always get proven wrong in a few weeks, then you're back at square one.
You don't understand. Theories need to be cohesive. They need to be based on canonical hard evidence. Otherwise, they wouldn't be good theories. They'd be shit ones. AKA everything BYB has ever written. Ever. I need this update to topple his house of cards on the whole nervous broad / A-stick inverted sleuth clusterfuck. He's out of his mind if he thinks that theory holds even the tiniest sliver of substance.
Dude, just wait and see what happens. No one has to topple anything.
Trust me, he is in dire need of a proper toppling.
Implying we're gonna see the ending today.
Oh, it'll end. I'm sure of it. There are so many subtle hints indicating that this thing is finally going to putter to a stop today. I couldn't even begin to tell you. Do you need me to go over the stats again?
No, man, I am way too sober for that. We both know I'll just zone out.
You'll zone out either way.
Potatoes, potatoes. Those are pronounced differently.
But hey, good for you. You actually decided to keep sober for the big finale, huh?
I reiterate,
What
that
You're gonna need to be... What the fuck? You're going to need your brain working at full capacity to handle the glory that will be contained within this update.
I don't think that anyone truly gets PS2 at all, though. They all just pretend like they do.
I like to think I do.
Of course you think you do. But do you really? Search deep down within your soul and ask yourself, does this thrown together mess of a story actually make a lick of sense? Or have I just been deluding myself this whole time, all the while patting myself on the back about these predictions that I really just pull out of my ass?
I've been on this hype train for far too long. I know the conductor better than I know myself, and we're coming up on a train wreck of pure enlightenment. That's what my soul is telling me right now. It's saying, Luke, You're insanely awesome. You have a better track record than the Secretariat. You've got this in the bag.
Sweet. Hey, speaking of bags, my soul is telling me that it's hungry. I've been staring at this empty bag of Doritos for the last 10 minutes. I'm gonna go get some more. BRB.
No, fuck those munchies. We have an update to actually say wait here. Get back here, sit your ass down, and get back to mashing S5 like the rest of us. Sly? You actually left, didn't you? Well, sucks to be you. I'm not gonna wait around for you to get your goddamn cheesy chip fix. I've got important things I could be doing, like theory crafting. Yeah, that. Later, bro.
Luke, prepare for epic theory battle with BYB. But that would imply that you aren't persistently preparing postulations and plan like no other. Twists and turns trapeze through your thoughts. Predictions and plots pour forth from your person. Sometimes you wish you could stop preparing, if only for a few precious moments, and finally silence your unceasingly screaming subconscious. Deep down, though, you know you never could. Luke, be the other guy. You are now the... Wait a minute, you said the other guy. Try again. Luke, be the other guy. This is just the same guy again. You're gonna need to try harder than that. Other guy, be yourself. You wouldn't want to be anybody else. Next. Your name is Sly. How's that for a formal introduction? You have a variety of interesting interests, though you're gonna have to skip those for now. Time is of the essence. You have just run out of your precious Doritos. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to retrieve more before you inevitably starve to death. What would you like to do? Sly, lick keyboard for nutritional value. You lap at the keyboard with your eager tongue. I gotta read this shit. You lap at the keyboard with your eager tongue, meticulously caressing each and every key in turn. Not even the deepest, darkest nooks and crannies escape your ravenous attention. You are determined to explore every inch of your computer, as to leave even a single speck of flavor unmolested would be a travesty against connoisseurs of cuisine worldwide. The numerous droplets of unidentified liquid and small clumps of miscellaneous substances dotted across the keyboard do not detract from your feast, but rather serve to enhance it. Each unique texture coalesces into a harmony, sending your taste buds into a frenzy as you enter a state of pure bliss. You have truly reached flavor nirvana. You close your eyes as the world melts away around you. All that matters now is the heavenly taste of Dorito dust, mingling with that odd, good God, sugary... I'm actually kind of throwing up in my mouth. Mingling with the odd, sugary splash of Mountain Dew, along with an assortment of stray crumbs from many a snack past. Simply divine. Yeah, oh, and there's also a weird slimy lump which tastes sort of... Oh god!
How long did it take to make this page again? The licking the laptop one? Because supposedly that took a shit ton
I think like
time.
5 people worked on it.
That was David.
Big
Well,
thing.
a lot of people wrote it, and David
And it
made
shows.
the animation.
And it shows. Oh god, it's wriggling. You hastily remove your tongue from the keyboard and, for the sake of your sanity, resolve to pretend that none of this ever happened. Sly, round up your posse for Dorito Quest 2015. Your posse is composed of you and your determination. Was this pre-Undertale?
I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, this is Undertale.
Yes.
We were making
So-
memes
so
before
we
it
had-
happened.
We had
It's from the future.
boy. Hashtag future memes. Hashtag fill in the future. Don't forget it.
We predicted,
Your posse is composed of...
We predicted fucking bad Homestuck ending.
Amazing.
So
Your posse is composed of you and your determination. You will get those Doritos, and nothing will stand in your way. Sly, no scope, empty dew bottle into nearest trash can. The no scope? What an outdated, obsolete maneuver. You're no casual. You've long since adopted the far superior and highly acclaimed technique of the 360 nose scope into your repertoire. In fact, the Doritos can wait. You've got to prove your honor. Hopefully you won't keel over from starvation in the meantime. Next. You meant to do that? Sly, clean up your fucking room. You just did! Or you did recently. Definitely recently. You think it's looking pretty spiffy now, to be honest. You suppose it could use a bit of a spit shine, though. Sly, tear down that god-awful Call of Duty poster. You could never do that. Your Call of Duty poster is a prized possession that is near and dear to your over-caffeinated heart. You remember your first kill streak. It almost brings a tear to your eye. There you go, getting all sentimental. Your room is perfect just the way it is, and nobody can tell you otherwise. Sly, equip sick-ass gunshort in preparation for your critical mission. You hurry over to your trusty gunblade and nearly buckle at the radiating, intense power. The drooling mouth of the gun seems to spasm at the thought of delivering each fatal round, while the shimmering blade threatens to cut down all who would dare approach. Surely this mixture of efficient killing machines will meet all your foes with a quick and elegant demise. Life is a battleground, and with the gunblade, you will always come out on top. Shame this thing is plastic. You quickly store it in your Silodex for later. Sly, equip your LED stutter shades. You need to get them out of your Silodex before you can get too dangerous. Next. Your Modus, Pictionary, unaffiliated with the hit board game, employs advanced art technology to distinguish a drawing of an object and summon it from within your Silodex. Each individual pen stroke is analyzed and critiqued based on artistic merit, then assigned an item of similar appearance. This would work great if you could draw worth shit. Sly, use your gunblade to sniff out Doritos. You're sure this cheap hunk of plastic will skewer itself on a fresh brag of the good stuff eventually. Sly, realize that you're still Doritoless. Rectify this immediately. You feel a rumble from deep within the pit of your stomach. It's time to take drastic measures. You take the first cautious step out of the safety and comfort of your bedroom and into the dangerous and unforgiving world. You are now in the hallway. Next. The kitchen is just down the hall and... Oh. There's your brother's room. Right there. Nothing is stopping you from just going in there and touching all his stuff. Especially that... No. You could never do that to your own flesh and blood. You are determined to keep your grubby hands off his personal belongings. Though you admit you have always been curious. Nary a day has gone by that you haven't heard the clicking, the tapping, the incessant sliding emanating from behind this closed door. The siren call becomes more difficult to resist with each passing day, and you're not sure you can contain yourself any longer. Next. Nope, not today. You've got more important matters to attend to. You think your stomach is beginning to absorb itself for sustenance. You're perfectly fine with the fact that your insatiable thirst for danger will forever remain unquenched with the sweet elixir of discovery. The nagging sense of exploration and intrigue that lies at the back of your skull, telling you to leave no path untraveled, no stone unturned, no trail unblazed. You'll just have to ignore it. You have Doritos to acquire. Sly, given to temptation. Maybe just a peek. Sly, bash door in with gunblade. The door is unlocked, but you like to make an entrance. Next. Your God. It's better than you could have ever imagined. Sly, grind.
Here we go!
Alright, ready to hype this up?
There we go.
To reflect on all of us, you cannot get a bad score, alright?
Yeah, you gotta-
I'll get
you
the
gotta do it
sickest
well.
tricks. Here we go.
There's a delay on the stream, so how are you doing?
Are you doing well?
Fucking
Are you winning?
bodacious!
What's the score?
Wow, this is actually really loud.
Turn it up.
Turn up the volume!
Turn it up, dude.
Okay, so this one is kind of weird to make.
Turned on. Just you spamming the arrow keys. You don't even have any tap experience.
I'm gonna win, I'm gonna
One
win.
thing really boring over and over,
How it works,
and you'll get all the fucking
David drew all the hands, and then I animated like he did his trick.
making.
Winning, Dad! I got
Boom,
more
get the
tricks,
camera.
though. It's important. It's important.
Listen,
All the
guys,
tricks. Look
we're
at
not
this.
progressing in
Can
the
any
plot
of you
until he
even do
beats
this?
10,000, so...
Oh no.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for hours unless he wins.
10,000.
Can any of you, like, even fucking manage this?
I can't. I'm actually having a panic attack right now.
Whoa.
Having a seizure.
See, it's kind of like actual gameplay on Twitch.
This is how we're not gonna get banned from Twitch. Hey, let me...
Finger that goddamn skateboard.
Oh yeah.
I love how it just sticks on a pose for a few seconds, or you
I
change
just
shit.
sat there.
You're getting all the score though, somehow.
Okay, so...
Are those guys thumbs or like little
Oh
sausages?
wow, that was really shit
Maybe
score.
both.
I got the best score. What the fuck are you talking about?
Totally tubular! Holy shit!
Alright, let's
Your
have
score
a
is
chat.
25,036.
Was there an Easter egg here? I don't remember.
Yeah, they got
No.
over 9,000.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
fuck.
So, I mean, that's
I
not
gotta
happening anytime
actually
soon.
do good.
You have to. There's an Easter egg for getting a high score.
I didn't actually know that.
I
No,
forgot.
me neither.
Well, you guys have to earn that on your own. What do we
Yeah.
look like?
Yeah.
What do we look like?
Yeah.
Cheapo.
I bet
cheapo
Macon probably cheats with
leaders.
macros or whatever.
All right, let's pick it back up. Ready?
Yeah, let's go. Have a good time.
Thanks, buddy. I can appreciate you. Sly, snoop around your brother's room. Surely he has a stash of Doritos somewhere. There's so much shit in here, you wouldn't even know where to start. You simply don't have the time to rummage through your bro's colossal hoard of I just realized that this voice sounds like like an anime fan on prom night.
No,
I'm leaving. Game's over.
that's it.
Sly,
It was fun.
take the
Good
tech
night.
deck. Take the tech deck and get out of there before your bro catches you. You find yourself back in the hallway. Barring any more distractions, you can finally make your way into the kitchen. Next.
I never noticed that.
Wait, hang on.
What?
Am I still like beeping?
He took the skateboard. That's
Yeah.
savage.
I'm just still beeping? I'm still having a beep? Yeah, that's our stretch goal.
Beep?
Oh, it's
Donate to
Wade
our-
playing again. Oh my god.
You feel a rush of nostalgia as you step into the kitchen. The rustic oak cupboards flood your mind with memories of childhood, while the hum of the fridge welcomes you into a hungerless age. You take a moment to reminisce as you inhale a whiff of the stale, mildewy air around you. Now, where are those chips? Sly, rummage through the cupboards. Cupboards do tend to hold food. You like your prospects here. You crack open the dusty, creaky cabinet to reveal. What is this garbage? Generic store brand? This is heresy, a sin upon the highest order of magnitude. You begin to weep silently at the miscarriage of justice before you. Next. You can't help but ponder the fruitless nature of this quest. Was it all merely in vain? Is it really too much to ask for a guy to get a good meal? Wherever could these elusive chips be? Next. Maybe in the Dorito vault? Sly, open vault. The vault is sealed tight, protected by a password. This is where your brother squirrels away the Doritos, locked out of reach from your grubby hands lest you eat an obscene amount of them in a gratuitous display of your lack of self-discipline skills. Normally, you would just beg him for another ration or 6, but you're not sure of his whereabouts at the moment. You'll just have to whoosh, crack the code. Now, what combination to try? Sly, enter code BOOBIES.
2.
Much to your disappointment, the pad only accepts up to 4 digits. Looks like you're really going to need to rack your brain on this one. Sly, spam keypad. You enter every meme-related code you can think of in rapid succession, but no dice. The day that memes trump math in every conceivable scenario has not yet arrived, it seems. Next. This doesn't seem to be yielding any results. Maybe your brother hid the code somewhere. Sly, read notes on cabinets. Your bro isn't one to keep passwords written down, but you might as well check. Next. As you suspected, the notes turn out to be a collection of inconsequential musings. You're not sure why the salad thing is crossed off. You certainly haven't caved in and eaten it yet, and you aren't planning on doing so anytime soon. Healthy food is for tasteless scrubs. Next. Still to this day, each uneaten vegetable scrap remains caked on the plates, never to see the insides of your stomach. Sly, break the plates. The code might be hidden inside one of them. Great idea. Next. Upon further consideration, you decide to refrain from performing that popped into your head. This is certainly a shocking change of pace. Sly, be responsible. Do the dishes. Maybe cleaning the plates will grant you some brownie points, possibly with the reward of the triangular variety. Not a bad idea, all things considered. You begin with your... How do you spell this?
I don't know.
Or how do you say
Isn't
this?
it Caprese?
Capri
Caprese?
Sun. Capri Sun.
Capri
You begin
Sun.
with your Capri Sun salad plate, scooping the rotten, uneaten garbage into the garbage disposal. Uneaten greens into the garbage disposal. But wait, what's this? Next. Next. Maybe vegetables aren't so bad, after all. Sly, open the vault already. You don't have to tell yourself twice. Next. You feel like your entire life has been building up to this moment. Your heart flutters with anticipation as a gust of warm, ranch-flavored air rushes out at you. This is it. You feel as you deserve some privacy for this rather intimate moment.
Okay, do
Next.
you guys remember how like this was the last panel that was out for like 8 months straight.
For like,
Yeah,
yeah, a
I
few
do
months.
remember that.
It wasn't that long. It was a couple months.
A couple of months, not that long.
Yeah,
Not
just a
too
couple
long.
of fucking months.
You know, yeah, decent amount of time.
I
That
remember.
wasn't my
I
longest
remember-
pause.
Can I take over as
Here
the intro
comes-
again? Or like,
Here comes
my
the
voice
best
is fucking-
character, guys. So let's hurry this along.
Much better. New guy, introduce self. Your name is Chelsea, and despite the vaguely masculine appearance of your tousled locks, you are very much female. You have a rather keen interest in boys, and in order to maintain such an interest, you have undertaken the burden of permanently cosplaying as one. Your fascination with the opposite gender is rivaled only by your love of the color pink, which adorns a large majority of your room. Though you insist that these pursuits are purely on the casual variety, others have taken to saying that they border on obsessive. Those people are wrong. In regards to physical capabilities, you take pride in your penchant for archery. Your accuracy with a bow is unrivaled to the point where you consider yourself a dead shot. This penchant has become somewhat a hazard as of late, however, due to the fact that you rarely clean up after yourself, making your room a veritable minefield of sharp, pointy bits. Now that you're done reminding yourself who you are, you might want to figure out exactly what it is you should be doing. Chelsea, examine to-do list. You've outlined some chores next to Leo in hopes that he'll draw your attention and motivate you to complete some tasks. Despite this, you found your plan to work a bit too well, in that any and all attempts at getting down to business have consistently met with extended fawning sessions, featuring none other than Mr. DiCaprio himself. Chelsea, examine notes on door. Your gaze rests upon a collection of idle scrawlings from your sister that you can't be bothered to read right now. As long as you're set on examining things, you might as well examine the whole room. S. Chelsea,
That's right.
examine room.
Sorry
I
to
will take
interrupt you.
over here with narration. And
Please
hopefully
do.
my mic doesn't fucking explode.
Oh,
Alright.
wait, before we begin,
Yeah.
can you F11?
Yeah? What?
Full screen.
Full screen? F11,
Yeah.
yeah, my bad.
Are you gonna do the
My voice was getting pretty
Let
funny.
me actually
cheese breads?
Yeah, take a breather.
We'll get our Chelsea actors in here.
for me. Alright. No, I'll take over. Whatever. Fuck it. We'll just narrate this. Who cares?
Narrate all.
Yeah,
I mean, we have a
just narrate
Chelsea.
this. Yeah.
What?
Have a
We'll have to
Chelsea.
wait like 10 seconds
Yeah,
for the delay, though.
Yeah,
Well-
the delay is gonna suck.
Yeah, it won't
Yeah.
work. Which is a plan. We'll plan this. Oh, Katniss, your beauty and skill with a bow are truly unmatched. I'm just gonna deadpan this actually.
That's
Do
the
it.
Strong
Chelsea I
because you
know.
wanted
Go
to
ahead.
be. You were strong because you had to
Is
be.
the music playing?
Yeah, it's
Hey chat, how you doing by the way?
Dear.
Hey
What?
chat, you doing okay
I'm
chat?
sorry,
Give me kisses,
B.
chat. Give Daddy Phil some kisses.
The viewers going down.
I only have problems
Oh, it's
because I'm
falling.
mobile.
The viewer
Nothing.
count's going down. I don't blame them actually. Hang on, let me.
So I
Let me just-
apologize.
Confidence in your own production.
No, I never have confidence about anything.
Have
There
a
we
good
go.
Chelsea. We just don't have a way for the Chelsea to do the flash. Sorry.
Yeah, there's
guys.
no way. It's impossible. Right. I will literally just monotone everything. You weren't strong because you wanted to be. You were strong because you had to be for the ones you love. Admiring sigh. Katniss is actually the reason why you learned to
Oh,
shoot a
it's
bow
really
in the first place. You won't admit that, of course, but it's true.
Oh.
Let's
This
examine.
flash.
This flash is gonna take forever. I actually like
This
didn't.
flash will take like an hour by itself.
It doesn't have any plot.
But it's built for
You
personal.
guys,
learning.
you guys.
All right, yeah, you
Here,
guys
somebody-
explore this. Hang on,
we
hang
can
on.
post the link.
Why don't we let the chat pick like 5
Yeah.
things and we'll
Yeah.
examine or
All right,
whatever.
chat.
Interactive.
Play the flash.
Interactive flash. What do you want me to examine? What should I check out? What's good, homie?
It's good.
Posters. Posters 16.
Thank you, Gordian, for putting it in the chat.
Good work.
I think everyone left. Oh, Mr. Cheese fixed the Doritos board. Oh man, time to fucking hover over the Doritos board that's real and exists.
Yeah.
That is both
Ground.
factual and actual.
Go back and get a high score.
Alright, we got a Studwall. We're examining the Studwall featuring Puppy. The more pictures of Adam I have, the better. There we go, Studwall examined. Twitch plays Redditstuck, let's go. Go back to the tech deck. You heard it here, folks. Looks like we have
Sit on
to
the
go
floor.
back.
There's no other option.
Jojo stuck. Oh yeah, Jojo stuck's in her computer. Let's examine the computer. There we go. You guys can read that with your own voices in real.
Ah,
Real.
shit.
that.
Shirt on ground. Shirt on ground. Shirt on ground.
I'm just gonna spam click everything. Fuck you. Alright. You know what? I've decided. Fuck this Flash. It's over. We're done.
Next page.
Wait, you gotta play the poster stuff.
Yeah.
And then we
Well,
can keep
all
going.
the exposition. Yeah, just do the posters.
Oh, yeah.
Shirt on ground. Shirt on ground. Shirt
I
on
like
ground.
We're speedrunning this.
What?
Who is that going? I'll fight
The
you.
posters.
I'm doing the posters. D-
Dagwood, you know we can hear Wade through you, right?
Do you want the
check
fucking
stream.
posters on the ground?
Wow.
Look, it's not like I have a problem writing my poster account is entirely so I can't have that episode on Photoshop. He's cuddling a puppy. Look, he's cuddling a fucking puppy.
Oh, that's cute.
Aww.
Did you do the post music yet?
Yeah, I'm just gonna click them.
Hey,
I think
why
I'd be
haven't
the
you
best
done
dog
shirt on
owner.
the ground yet?
The shirt on the ground? That's alright, buddy. I even gave that one a little bone so he wouldn't get hungry. Great. Not particularly crazy about her music, but all our makeup is amazing. One day I'll get it right. I'll probably see more progress if I actually wore makeup. Oh well. Time to pick up the shirt! Good thing that people aren't arbitrarily restricted to wearing the same clothes every day. That would be silly. Ah, the funniest joke in Redditstuck!
There it is.
Woo! Alright. Chelsea! Answer the silly purple symbol! Open said log!
Ah!
Alright, let's go.
Ground, everyone. Redditstuck's over.
Good job.
Alright, next page.
Working one.
Good job, guys. Next
Yeah, I
page.
have the thing open. You just gotta fucking read it. Let's go, Ben and Darlene.
Chelsea,
me.
answer the silly purple symbol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta apologize to Josh beforehand, because I'm gonna butcher this. It's just gonna be.
Apologize. Don't. Just
I'm
go.
gonna
Okay.
stutter a lot.
Yeah, okay. I haven't 100% decided which voice, so I might switch in the middle of reading it.
That's okay.
Is this being
Alright.
recorded? By the way?
Yeah, it's being recorded right now.
Alright, you ready?
Sweet.
Alright, you ready? You ready for this? Josh, I'm sorry.
Go.
Chelsea, are you on? I have reason to suspect that the PS2 update will be dropping shortly, and I'm positively quivering with excitement. I'm willing to bet you share my enthusiasm to some degree.
Oh, hey! Greetings! Yeah, I'm super stoked about it too. I've told you this before, but I've always appreciated the comic from a writer's standpoint. I don't know how, but I feel like reading PS2 is molding me into a better author in some strange way. Anyway, what do you think is going to go down during the big update?
Oh gosh, I can't say for certain.
Well, it's fun to think about, especially when it comes to big endgame stuff like this. I can't help but wonder, will Problem Sleuth beat the odds and escape from the fray with his life? Or will he meet his demise in a final act of comeuppance? Like, for real this time, I can only tolerate so many fake-out deaths in any given story.
There's no way to know for certain, but I'm fairly confident in the fact that he will not make it out of the next update alive.
You can't just say that he's gonna die. What makes you so sure?
I can just tell.
You can just tell. I think you might be underestimating PS. He's got quite a bit going in his favor. He's just as stacked against the odds as they are against him. You know what I mean.
Physical strength isn't a factor when it comes time for the author to hunker down and offer a modest selection of characters. Every good story needs an apogee, and what better culmination is there than an anguish-filled finale? Besides, could you really see our hussy going with any other option? He's far too conniving.
I think you might be reading a different comic than I am.
I can assure you, this comic is written by a devilish schemer. It's plainly obvious to see that he's intentionally imbued the comic with an inherent sense of desolation in the face of an otherwise whimsical and happy-go-lucky backdrop.
You're doing the rambling thing again.
Oh, sorry. What I meant was that the comic has darker undertones for what is at first glance a light-hearted story. The main character, having made mistakes that cost him many an acolyte and dealt some irrevocable damage in his past, finally gets his just desserts in the form of a visit from the almighty Death himself. And when Death knocks on the door, you sure as heck should answer.
Well then, I can't deny that it's pretty common trope in fiction. But I think that Problem Sleuth might be the exception. This could be his chance at redemption. He defeats the bad guy and is redeemed for his crimes. Boom! He gets the girl and rides off into the sunset with his trusty flask and gun.
Why go with redemption when he can go with retribution? It's hard to argue that it crafts a much more compelling tale. After all, how else will Pickle Inspector get the justice he deserves?
Poor Pickle Inspector.
I'd argue Death is just as effective as in wrapping up an arc as a happily ever after. Perhaps more so. The main character gets a release from their burdens, and the wrong get the justice they so deserve. Everybody comes out satisfied. And yes, poor Pickle Inspector indeed.
Maybe it'll show him watching from the afterlife. He sheds a single tear of liquid admiration and vanishes into the ether, satisfied that justice has been done.
And then I'm assuming they rode off into the sunset, Chelsea style.
No. You're thinking of Problem Sleuth and the Hysterical Dame.
Oh dear, I apologize. Forgive me for my terrible misinterpretation. Grim forbid Pickle Inspector gets a happy ending. And pity that the story isn't completed in a satisfying manner. I kid.
You sure do love your bittersweet endings, don't you?
I truly do. Honestly, I believe Hussey enjoys them as well.
But why? It just seems like he's such a downer. And after all he's been through.
It may be a downer, but it's more impactful to me than that. It's about endings and peace and facing the inevitable.
But doesn't everyone want a happy ending?
No connection. Your message will be sent once you regain.
Sorry. That was great, thanks. So why wouldn't you want to read one?
No connection. Your message will be sent once you regain connection.
No, what?
No connection. Your message will be sent once you regain connection. Next.
Okay, we're skipping that whole big section there. And let's go to Chelsea. Hello? Oh, great.
Wait, what? I'm sorry.
You don't have anything.
Sorry.
You're good.
No, it's just the same.
That was good.
Hey, Dagwood,
Next.
do you want me to take over as narrator boy?
Yes, if you want.
Alright, let's see if my mic explodes in a fire. Huh, seems like your Wi-Fi just went. You should probably find something to do while it reboots. Chelsea, contemplate how you read your books and first aid kit. Duh, whenever you need them, you obviously just sprout wings and ascend up the cabinet, encompassing all of the grace of an osprey. How else would you reach them? Not really, though. That would be silly. You just capture log them when you need to. Chelsea,
Or
gaze out the
someone
window
made like a fan thing. It's
wistfully.
like I really wish that that's how Chelsea does it, and then she did.
It's,
In the comments of that post, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
The
Like
premature...
they literally drew that. It was great.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was.
Alright. Chelsea, gaze out the window wistfully. The premature termination of your friendly repartee with a fellow senator has left you discontent. Not even the bustling city sprawled out before you was able to provide a reprieve from your frazzled nerves. You wonder, was your sudden expulsion from the internet a condemning occurrence? A misfortune dealt by the cruel hand of your lackluster internet service provider? Or maybe the opposite?
The beep is back.
Fuck! Dagwood!
Okay.
I think it's because you need to activate Windows.
Yeah, I think I have to activate
might be
Windows.
it.
That's it.
You wonder, was your sudden expulsion from the internet a condemning occurrence, a misfortune dealt by the cruel hand of your lackluster provider? Or maybe the opposite. Maybe this severance has been a liberation from a fate worse than death. A fate of mindlessly clicking link after link. Eyes glazed as you absorb the drivel cascading down the screen before you, reduced to little more than livestock roaming a virtual pasture? No longer tethered by the seductive yet poisonous lure of the World Wide Web, you can't help but ponder. Has this entire ordeal been a cosmic trial? A reminder of the brevity inherent within this mortal coil, sent from the universe itself? You suppose that causality has plans of its own. You can only hope to forge your own destiny now. Life is what you make of it, after all, and you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you set your mind to, as long as it doesn't involve the internet.
Okay, I want to talk about this
Chelsea.
panel. This is like the panel. There were like, okay, if I recall correctly, there were like 3 versions of panel text for this, and like 3 versions of the panel art for this. There was just so much going on. I remember I wrote one, Adventure Flame wrote one, and I think Ben wrote one.
I wrote one.
Yeah, you wrote one, and I think Adventure Flame wrote one, and I wrote one.
And then we kind of combined them a little
And
bit.
we just
like,
mashed
put
all 3 of them
in the
together.
panel.
And
It
then
wasn't-
we had one. We had a different version of this art.
Didn't Gudik make one?
Yeah, I think Gudik made one. We had like 4 actually.
We had 4, and then we just chopped them up and plopped them
There-
together.
The original art was made by Mike, and then this one is made by Grapefruit, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's another version by Mike, isn't there? Yeah, I'll post that in... Does it work in...
It should.
Let me see.
But yeah, let's.
There we go. It's in the chat. That's the alternate
Let's
version.
continue.
Pretty close to that.
Chelsea,
really good.
rip up your sister's notes in an act of rebellion. Yeah, you're the master of your own destiny. It's time to take a stand against her tyranny. Next. Hold up, there seems to be something actually relevant written on this one. Next. Well, you guessed you should clean up after... You guessed you should clean up the arrows for, like, safety or whatever. Maybe then you can get your Wi-Fi back. Chelsea, be Horseshirt Magoo. That's a good idea. It's going to take a while to clean up all these arrows. It might be best to check on everyone to help pass the time. Well, looks like no one's doing anything even remotely interesting. Wow, is that the horse? Jesus.
Horseshit, dude.
Wow, is the horse shirt?
Bullshit,
Is the horse shirt dude still going? Impressive.
All right.
Look at him vibrate.
Next.
Wait, do you want to pick up? You sound pretty tired. We're forcing you to do all this.
No.
No,
We're good.
if I'm beeping, I can't do it.
I can pick up if you want.
If you
Yeah,
like,
go
pass
ahead.
out.
Go ahead. Let's go with Confetti Ben.
Wait, what? No, that's not. No, that's
Ben,
not
it's
me.
your
That's
time
him.
to shine.
Nope.
That-
Gordian.
Oh
Get
shit!
Gordian in here.
I'll get a text
Gordian.
message.
Didn't say that. I said that. What page are we on? Did we already
90.
say next?
90.
Okay. You decide to stick with Chelsea. It seems that she's done cleaning anyway. Chelsea, make out with posters. Make sure no one is looking first. You caress
have the
the Adam
most-
Levine.
You have the
What?
most like neutral narrator voice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey man, I
Adam
like it.
Levine poster, kneading your fingers through the creases and tracing a path over the contours of the glossy finish. Oh, how your heart aches to meet this hottie in the flesh. Yet, even as your infatuation grows, the lifeless eyes of the phony Adam mock you so. You're almost desperate enough to kiss the poster. But that might ruin the poster. You decide not to kiss the poster. Chelsea, stick arrows in mouth. Become the arrow walrus. You've considered doing a lot of stupid things before, but this idea takes the cake. Chelsea, explore the house. Good idea. Finding your sister and asking her directly is probably the fastest way to get your Wi-Fi back. Onwards to adventure. Chelsea, venture forth.
I'll venture
Okay.
fifth.
So that was originally a flash, and it's not anymore.
No.
Oh, really?
Broke.
Oh.
Basically,
No,
so
it
you
didn't
just-
break.
It's
Work
like a
some-
jump scare.
Yeah, it's
Right, good
back.
work. Ow, my ears!
All right,
Yeah, it was
Wait,
amazing.
if everyone's
Is
good
it
and
still working?
spooked,
I'm scared.
I'm
Next.
scared. Oh.
Next, let's next arrow it.
next.
Yeah, maybe it is still one. Huh.
We all right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
Whole
Yeah,
explore the
definitely.
house idea. You won't make it very far with all those creepy mannequins your sister has scattered all around the place. You think she means for them to act as surrogate parental figures to make up for all the time she's at work, in class, otherwise occupied. I should have said slash. That was really awkward. But more often than not, they just end up creeping you out beyond all belief. You suppose you can pave your way directly to the router if you make it past the lurking effigies. As long as you can swallow your fears, you can fix the Wi-Fi yourself and leave a note telling your sister to nix the creepy plaster people. If the odds are in your favor, it'll be her first day off in who knows how long, and you can register your complaints in person. Oh, it's in your favor. Ha.
Yeah.
Chelsea, get back what was taken from you. You push a looming doppelganger and continue down the winding halls. Without much ado, you arrive at the sequestered sanctum of the Wi-Fi thief herself. Next. You hesitate to knock, wary of the diabolical array of mannequin-themed traps and pitfalls she's surely set, as to prevent you from rebooting the router manually. Your only option is to permeate her defenses, employing each and every one of the extensively rehearsed and exceedingly dexterous stealth maneuvers under your belt. These next few moments will require a nigh inhuman precision, but you've been training your whole life for the mission to come. I'm sorry, I'm fucking up so much.
Oh, you're good.
Next,
Nah, it's good.
possibly go wrong. The perfect time to introduce someone else. It's doubtful that you have the constitution to wait around and discover Chelsea's fate firsthand. Now then, who's this guy? Guy.
No.
Here we go,
Shittiest
best
character
character.
in
Oh no.
Redditstuck.
I think I'm gonna run out of breath by the time I have to run out of breath. Do you wanna
By the time you have
switch
to
for a
run
second
out of
until after?
You want to
Yeah.
do it? All right, I'll take over then. Or unless Confetti Ben wants to do it.
You
Nope.
wanna try?
Nope.
Oh, well, there we go.
All right. Who's this guy? Guy, introduce yourself. Your name is Sev Ivan Erkins, and at the moment you are bored out of your skull. None of your favorite anime series have released new episodes, and despite the towering pile of shows making up your plan to watch list, you're simply not in the mood regardless. You are currently anticipating the final update of a webcomic you adore, but who knows when that's gonna drop. Normally at this point you would chat with one of your Reddit friends, but they all appear to be offline or otherwise occupied at the moment. There's no guarantee anyone would bother responding anyway, seeing as a large majority of them seem to tolerate you at best. You're not sure if this is because your excessively morbid jokes or your occasionally explosive temper, but you figure it's quite likely a mixture of both. Personally, you find these tactics to be quirky and endearing, though the people you talk to tend to disagree. You feel that by nature, humans are overly judgmental, and as a result, you don't talk to many people at all. What you should do... What... What should you do to combat your crippling ennui? Sev,
Ennui?
Ennui?
Yeah.
That's my favorite
That's the-
word. I know how
It's a great word.
It has "we" in it.
I fucking love ennui. Ennui hype. Chat, ennui hype, hashtag
Press
ennui.
1 if you feel great
hashtag-
about ennui.
Hashtag activate Windows now. Sev, examine the table with the book and the jar of things beside it. On the table is the monolithic Tome of Anger Management, as well as annotations detailing a few sections he found to be particularly noteworthy. You bought it in the hopes that it would help you to keep your unbridled rage in check, but for what you read, it's mostly just drones on and on about how to distribute your anger more efficiently, which only serves to anger you more. Someday you hope to understand those long passages about hedgehogs and their dilemmas. Next, contained within the jars. Hold up, what is in these jars? You've had them sitting there for so long that the nature of the mystifying secrets buried within has skipped your mind entirely. Maybe this is for the best. Sev, roll up a poster and equip that. The blade kind specibus is overrated. Oh, please. The poster kind specibus is reserved for short-sighted plebeians. You've chosen the superior art of the Ronin kind specibus, which is an essential step in your training to become the ultimate warrior. For as long as you can remember, you've dreamed of becoming on par with the samurai of old, reserving your spot in the history books as you perform one heroic deed after the next. There was a time when you thought that all it took to become a fierce battle-ready combatant was to purchase a kimono in Casa, and... Is it Casa? Is it Casa?
Sure.
Probably.
Purchase
Yeah,
a
it is
kimono
now.
in Casa and flaunt them around town. Unfortunately, you quickly discovered the error of your ways when your prop katana was confiscated by a local policeman.
Right.
Sev.
Can we take a break for everyone to vomit? This panel is probably the worst panel of all Redditstuck.
Sev, make a wish and become a magical girl. You've already formulated a plan to outsmart the inquietist fiend that you're sure will try to swindle you. You've hitherto handpicked a collection of countermeasures from a vast array of R-anime discussion threads. Firstly, you'd hire a crack team of professional lawyers to come through the contract and weed out any unsavory items. You'd enforce severe ramifications on the slightest sign of contract breach, taking into heavy consideration the 1969 Vienna Act, Vienna Convention Art Rules 31 through 33. Secondly, you'd milk the wish for all it's worth, twisting each of the terms in your favor and generally reading in between the lines for context that was never there to begin with. At this point, you'd be able to weasel your way into eternal life, infinite power, teleportation, and a sweet get-up if you're willing to push your luck, perhaps a few extra wishes. Lastly, with this bubbling, cackling cauldron of potential at your fingertips, you'd be allowed to devise a plan to take the malevolent mastermind's throne and humbly assert yourself the grand emperor god of the universe, where you would rule the rest of humanity with a firm but loving hand for millennia before being assassinated by your most trusting advisor, who you'd grown bitter with the stagnation of the kingdom's expansion. Or you could just not make a wish. Yeah, you think you'll do that instead. Sev,
To
retrieve
breathe
body
for a
pillow
sec.
to reveal waifu. You own no such thing. You wouldn't dare sully the sanctity of female form with the likes of mere mockery. You're totally content to lie alone for the remainder of your days, free from the burden that is legitimate human compassion. Besides, the proper term is Daikamura.
I
Oh, you
relate to
pronounced
this.
it right.
I
The
relate to
worst
this.
panel!
Sev,
This is
browse
me.
A on 4chan. For the sake of keeping your anger in check, you decide that venturing into the bowels of the internet might not be the best idea. Last time you visited, you accidentally started a militant shitpost campaign that stretched on for several weeks and generally left a bad taste in the collective mouths of everyone involved. As long as you could avoid a certain image board, however, you might find some reprieve for your incessant boredom on the computer. Let's just hope you can keep your nigh uncontrollable blood pressure, well, controlled.
Hold on
So-
a moment. Before we move on, can we talk about how amazing that background is?
Yeah, it's fucking incredible. It's one of the best pieces of Redditstuck art made, right?
Just a bunch of
Oh.
anime girls and fucking
It's
Sev in
just
the middle.
It was-
so
it
many
was incredible.
girls.
That's Sev's
I don't remember
harem,
who made that.
actually.
That's been there for a while.
It's
I
good.
think that was like the origin of Redditstuck. That made Redditstuck,
Yeah.
that image there.
It was one of the first thing we did was like, okay, it'll be easy. Let's just make everybody's. I was here for this. Let's just make everybody's desktops. And everybody who was in Redditstuck that we had available submitted what they wanted as their desktop, and that is what you see. You see
Wait.
somebody made this garbage.
I forgot about that. Hang on. So you're saying Sev submitted this, but like without...
Yeah,
That is the most...
Sev was a part of this.
That is the most in-character thing I've ever heard from Sev, ever.
It was awesome. Yeah,
My
He's
lord.
a great guy. What a great guy.
What a
I think
fucking
people
guy.
edited it. That was
Yeah,
great.
I saw the edit.
This
and
is
that's
really
better.
him.
Love Sev.
Yeah, this is Sev.
Shoutouts to Sev.
That's the only thing you need to know
Shoutouts
about Sev.
starting Windows
You don't need
Man.
to talk to him. You don't need to look at him. You just need to see that.
Sev is in a porn VN. Yeah.
Sev is in a porn. Yeah, it's called Redditstuck. Check it out.
Right. Sev, be the girl that we don't know the name of. Yes, what a splendid idea. Now would be the perfect time to drop this anime geek and... Oh, what's this? It looks as if someone just logged in to set it. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to stay with good old Sev for a little while longer. Sev, analyze door. Ah, yes, the entering apparatus. Etched upon it is the symbol of steel from Neon Genesis Evangelion, an anime which is widely considered to be among the classics. Sure, it might be wont to ensnare you in a loop of disquieting existential inquiry, but its groundbreaking portrayal of human psychology is something you've grown to appreciate. In any case, you should really get to checking set it. Sev, respond in a perfectly normal and incredibly calm way. You ready the tome of anger management and flip to the section about making friends. You've got this down to a science.
Oops, that wasn't the right button. Well, shit.
Hello there. What do you like to drink? Wait a moment. It seems I had the wrong page there. How was your weekend?
What day is it again?
Sure, we're in the weekend right now.
Then it's going pretty alright, I think.
Hey, how about a joke? They're always good to spice up a conversation.
Sure.
Cannibals eat clowns.
What?
Because it's funny.
Oh, I get it.
Do you know how long it took me to come up with that joke?
Man, I just woke up from the gnarliest Dorito coma of my life, and I've got a wicked tummy ache to boot. All I wanted to do was order myself a nice post-coma pizzas with all the fixins. The fixins are smaller pizzas. But your Reddit profile got all up in my business, and the next thing I know, I've been roped into your waggery festive conversation. So sorry if I'm not exactly receptive to your lame-ass quips.
Issue. That was the best joke you'll hear all year.
Let me rephrase. That joke would have gone great with any other audience, but I've become numb to your normal, regular person humor. At this point, I've been thoroughly desensitized to that brand of comedy in general. It's like all memes are jokes, but not all jokes are worthy of being considered memes. Sort of like a squares and rectangles type deal. You feel me?
Oh, I see. I see how it is. You know what? Forget you. Forget your wannabe pothead shtick. It does not make you better at humor than me, and it certainly doesn't make you a better person. If you think your sorry excuses for memes are in any way superior to my sophisticated and well-developed comedic stylings, you are clearly in the wrong. And if you believe for 1 second, then I'm gonna sit back and watch as you utterly annihilate my particular flavor of jocularity. You've got another thing coming. You should know that I'm not one to back down from a challenge.
Going shaggy dog style, I see. Classic maneuver. But wait, stop the presses. What might this be? It seems, upon closer examination, I'm able to say with relative confidence that somewhere within this long-winded spiel of yours there exists an actual punchline. I just gotta look really closely. Nope, still not seeing it. You really gotta work on your delivery, dude.
I'm gonna be the better man here and offer you some advice. You're obviously projecting your insecurities onto me, conveying them through this half-hearted, low-effort brand of internet trolling you've come to favor. I've met my fair share of self-righteous douchebags online, and you're no exception. Really, I feel sorry for you. You're so wrapped up in your own twisted view of the world that you can't see the forest for the trees. But you don't fool me for a second. All these years of feigning adequacy have left you but a shell of your former self, incapable of revealing your true colors and barred from ever exhibiting a shred of human decency to those around you. That's what memes are to you, aren't they? Something to hide behind.
Can't disagree with you there, bro. In the right mindset, memes can act as surrogate emotions and replace all those icky feelings you've got rattling around your skull. That way you can save the effort you might have exerted and instead use it to come up with brand new memes. Thus the cycle continues. It's a win-win, really. I'm glad I found someone who understands this as well as I do.
This tactic? Trying to play ignorant, huh? Well, Mr. Funny Man, not all of us can spew banter at the drop of a hat. Maybe some people will prefer a pleasant conversation in the company of friends. Have you considered that, Mr. Hotshot Comedian?
Oh man, back it up. Was that a reference to that one cartoon? You know, the foreign one? Because I've only seen like 3 episodes, so no spoilers.
3 episodes of what exactly?
That Chinese cartoon everyone's always raving about. The name is on the tip of my tongue. Pretty sure it's called anime? Yeah, that sounds right. I looked it up and torrented a few episodes a while back. It was alright, I guess. Not sure what the big deal is.
Stop twisting the knife. Surely you've watched something at this point, and don't say anime again.
I'm not sure you want from me, man. Do you not like anime?
Like anime.
Really? I couldn't tell.
God, what did I do to deserve this? Shame on me for expecting an intellectual conversation, I guess. I would follow this book's advice and go blow off steam somewhere, but for your information, I'm currently trapped in my room.
Trapped in your room? Is this another setup for another joke?
It's no joke. There's a pile of biking accessories up to my neck outside my bedroom door, courtesy of my uncle. I'm half expecting a black and white bear to pop up and start ranting about how boned I am. It's strange. It seems the more I turn my nose up on my uncle's childish hobby, the more insistent he is on sharing it with me. Every time I open the door, I'm greeted with a slew of sweaty helmets and tacky lettered jackets. It's my own fault for letting it build up so much, really. I'm pretty sure that if I try to leave, I'll be crushed under the weight.
Well, at least you still have internet, so you can still talk with your good pal, me. But not about anime, because that seems to be a touchy subject.
We've been arguing this whole time. Why would I still want to talk to you?
I don't see it as an argument, it's more like a casual debate. Also, I'm pretty sure we're not actually disagreeing about anything. We both like anime, we both like memes, and we're both trapped in our rooms. Though in my case, it's more of a metaphorical confinement, because there's no way I'll be able to move from this spot without blowing chunks all over my nice red shirt. But anyway, we're basically best buds already.
Best bud you are. Congratulations! You bring out the worst in me, just like any good friend should. You know what? Contact the publisher of this book and tell him to put you smack dab on the cover.
Truthfully, I'm not sure you should be listening to books for life advice. In my experience, they're full of lies and deceit. You should use the internet instead.
Try that.
And?
Turns out that anonymous image boards aren't always the most sympathetic to your social plights. Who would have guessed?
I wouldn't have.
I'd rather not confide in someone who honestly believes memes are a quality source of entertainment.
Whoa there, friend. No one said anything about quality. Quantity is where it's at. You see, you can only have so much of any other form of media. Books and pictures and videos are all bogged down by the arbitrary limitations of conventional existence, but there's an infinite amount of memes, and by extension, an infinite amount of good memes. Something for dynamic variation within a striking number of active meme communities. You're pretty much guaranteed to find yourself marooned on the shores of Math Island, adrift in the middle of a sea of memes.
And put a stop to this line of reasoning. Your mind is clouded with delusions, and yet you refuse to realize you have a problem.
Except delusions aren't real, and the last time I checked, memes are definitely real.
Next.
Hello? Buddy, you still there? I wasn't sure at first, but you've convinced me. I think I'll give anime another shot. Let's chat more about it when I finish anime.
Next. You're not sure why you put up with that guy. It could be that you treasure every second you spend in the company of other people, grateful for escape from your shut-in lifestyle. Or maybe you're just bored. Regardless, you could use something to calm yourself down after that encounter. Sev, capsulog cassette tapes. You capsulog your anti-stress music cassettes. You often take advantage of these soothing tunes when the pressures of life become too much to bear. With the help of these tranquil melodies, you feel almost as if you could leave the world behind you.
Sev! Play that shit!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Here we go. I'm gonna press the tape mate.
Now, there is a pretty cool Easter egg on this one.
I don't
Cut off
remember
at
this
the
one.
beginning of what I say. Hold on, I need to say it. What's the default for push to talk?
I don't know.
I...
Is
Okay,
there
so
one?
what's the Easter egg on this one? I don't remember it.
There is.
How do you do it?
I don't remember how to get it though.
Oh, well. Ruzert!
Um,
Ruzert, help!
help us.
Help!
You have to go all the way to the end, but don't let it hit the end. You have to go almost to the end and then rewind all the way to the beginning.
Wait, yeah, I tried to find it. I couldn't find it. But now I can't hear it because I'm voicing on the stream.
Do you have to play the whole thing? Try hitting.
You have to play the whole thing, or you could fast forward the whole thing and then rewind it, and that should reveal the Easter eggs.
This track was made by Gordian, who's here.
Hey, shoutouts to Gordian.
Yeah.
Yay.
I added the seagull
I
noises.
guess I'll talk about it because you're supposed to talk about shit when it's happening. I don't know if it's playing currently on the stream right now or not, but
Trying
I'll
to
talk
figure out the
anyway.
Easter
Who
egg.
cares? There's not a lot to say except it's sort of my parody of like top 50 calmest, most soothing classical music tracks. It's basically my impression of how like I guess easy it is to make that kind of music, or at least to make the you could buy it like the store. I'm not saying that simple music is bad, but I'm not gonna go on a rant here. What I'm saying is, I don't know. I just threw it together in like 10 minutes. It's like, wow, this is the hot new hippie shit. Hi, Josh, man. Are you still messing with the Easter egg?
I think. Didn't work.
I think you have to press record 20 times.
The
was it?
seagull
Or-
thing.
It's 10.
Seagull thing is a joke because seagulls are like, you know, the ocean calming, and then Ben actually put it in, and that just became
wait,
the
not
Easter
play.
egg
Record
with
button.
the grimdark Easter, the seagull shit. No wait, the seagulls was on
Yeah,
the
the
regular
seagulls
track.
are on the regular track.
What is
right.
the Easter
Separate
egg?
thing.
What is the Easter egg supposed to be? What does it sound like?
It
It's
should.
backwards.
You'll notice when you hear
And
it.
it's right,
I can't hear it right now though.
You might have to restart. You might have to refresh the page and then try it.
I'm not doing
and
that.
there's like
Just press
grim
it at
dark
times
noises.
and then play it.
I did. Oh, here it is.
Is it playing?
Yeah.
I can't hear it because I'm not listening to the stream. I'm gonna turn the stream on.
Yeah.
Haha! I cheated all of
Play
you.
to the end, then rewind all the way. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember how I made the Easter egg.
There we
I
go.
think I
There
just
we
took a
go.
bunch of random sounds and like spliced them up in Audacity, and it was like, bam, spooky.
say much, but I will say I'm hopefully not done with this song. It's only like 30 seconds long.
Yeah,
Right.
I totally
Let's see
made the
what
seagull
happens to
noises
it.
with my mouth.
Easter egg done. Let's
Good job,
continue
guys.
on with this this reading of Redditstuck by popular users me
Hey, it's
and
Faye.
other people
Face you.
like Scribbler Faye and Adventure Flame and people who aren't.
Yeah, I'm here.
That was creepy. I just listened to it on stream.
Yeah.
That was
It
really
was
cool.
kind of eerie,
All right, next
wasn't it?
page though.
All right, next. You feel relaxed. ...
You want to switch or anything? Or are you still good?
Hey, yeah, you take it over, man. Whatever you want.
What was this picture of? I don't remember. The little like
Hmm?
grainy thing.
That's just static.
That's just
No,
noise.
no, like
It's the
I know-
next
I know the
page.
noise,
It's the next page.
But there's like a page
Oh,
where
and
there's
then
like a silhouette. Is that the one thing?
Oh,
The secret?
that's just Chelsea and Sis.
That's
Oh,
a
is it?
Next
panel.
page.
Oh yeah, I
Just a
forgot.
few
That's
seconds.
how it is. I'm dumb. Or is it?
It is. You can
Is
see
it?
it clearly.
You sure?
Unless it
No.
isn't.
Oh, here it is.
Spooky.
Yeah. Yeah, you see. I see. All right, here we go. Let's
Ready?
Step for the love of God, just be the girl already. That's where we're at, right? Right.
For the love of God, just be the girl already. Sorry, I'm calming down from my fucking Sev spiel. The talk thing, I couldn't figure it out. Hey, maybe someone else can take it while I find out how to set that, because I don't
can
want
do
everything
it.
to be cut off at the beginning.
Beep.
For the love of God, just be the girl already. You do this. Next. You take a minute to collect yourself. It appears that this assault was not the work of a rogue mannequin bent on the destruction of mankind, as it turns out, you've been made prey by none other than your regular human sister. At a glance, she seems more than ecstatic at the successful execution of her carefully planned, assiduously construed, terribly tricky tackle trap. Good God. Truth is, you find her expression be largely indecipherable at the best of times. Next. She stares at you expectantly. You ask her if she would be so kind as to return the Wi-Fi. She points out that, despite repeated warnings, you failed to complete the distressingly straightforward task she so humbly requested of you, instead resolving to sit idly as a myriad of barbed projectiles enjoy a continued hazardous existence of pointlessness and disarray. You stutter for a moment before explaining that you were chatting with a friend with whom you'd very much like to touch base with as soon as possible. Her eyebrow raises. She asks if by any chance you were talking to a boy? Chelsea, accept your fate. You mumble something in the vein of, it might have been a boy, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. She asks you if you've got a crush. You tell her that this particular boy happens to be a total dork and assure her that this romantic inclination is entirely out of the question. She tells you to stop lying to yourself. You calmly tell her that getting the Wi-Fi back would be really nice. Next.
If you want to switch to me, we can, because
Go for it.
I don't have the actual app, which is the only way you can do to push to talk without being in the window. So, sorry. What's he gonna do? Maybe I'll just make a loud noise for the first 2 seconds of it not picking up. She laughs and wanders off, muttering something about all those mannequins she's gonna need to move back to her room. You assume that's the signal to go back and test out the Wi-Fi connection? Chelsea, put arrows back down in an act of rebellion. Now that you've your room, the obvious course of action would be to make redundant the fruits of your labor by filling your room once more with the comforting presence of barbed projectiles. Surely nothing could distract you from this valiant task of which you are about to undertake at this very moment, without any further delay. Nothing at all.
And then
Nothing.
the delay was 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing can stop that.
For taking
Nothing
a
at
long time to make a really high quality fan comic. A certain webcomic, that is, but everyone knows that's never gonna drop.
It's called Cool New Webcomic.
Hey.
We're gonna drop. The epilogue's never gonna drop. Theory confirmed. An aged satellite floats listlessly through the void of space. Though it was launched into orbit some time ago by an up-and-coming network provider, only today will it finally transmit a certain well-anticipated string of data down to the Earth below. What might be the content of this particularly consequential transmission be, you ask? You'll just have to find out.
Yeah, I knew there would be a wait. I knew.
Here we go. Quiet, please, as we play the flunk.
This is such a good flash.
It is.
It really
Such
is.
a good flash.
This is a pretty
There-
good match.
I really
Hey,
enjoyed
fucking-
does
it.
anyone remember
hot
the
music.
exact time of how long it took? Both of them together.
I made a graph one time.
made a graph?
Yeah, you saw it. You saw the graph.
Oh god, yeah, I remember the graph.
It was really hurtful to the eyes.
Let's listen to the nice little flash.
This track is Nice Wizard. Second one's me.
Yeah.
Look at all these characters.
Who is that? Who is this? Oh.
No, jeez, oh wow.
Oh man.
We
So
need.
much story.
Who's the good
I think we need to add more characters. I don't think we have enough.
Yeah, we need 33. Who's this? Slung.
Who's that guy? Who's this person? It could be anyone.
What's he drawing?
Yeah, what's he drawing? Who knows? Oh, it's Sitska! What a fucking meme!
Oh, wow. Oh god, I hate
Some of the
that.
art that's just Luke turning his head. I did that part. The corkboard was originally actual Homestuck pictures, and we were like, we can't do that. It's
We'll get
not
hacked.
canon in this universe.
Subreddit.
Oh, that's so good.
all the details are
That was
hot.
me. That was something I did. We were gonna make it be in a universe where Homestuck did, and then I was like, wait a second, why do we? Let's not, because then everyone's gonna know what Spurb is. Let's make Problem Sleuth 2, and everyone's like, okay, that sounds great because it's in Homestuck. Jake English is actually a big fan of Problem Sleuth 2. You can find it on a page, and so I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I know. It's a running joke that Problem Sleuth 2 is like the well-renowned sequel to Problem Sleuth, and I'm so glad that he didn't take another direction after Problem Sleuth.
Yeah,
So, the same joke, which was in Homestuck,
Is there a
which is
Easter egg?
totally down for transferring that.
Oh,
joke.
hey, it's me.
There's no Easter egg.
And what's
here,
in
right?
there? No, there's no Easter egg.
except
Yeah, that's
not
fine.
me, but
Not in the other one either. So here's the second flash with good ass music. I'm a big old
I love
Second one
ass
I really
music.
like.
especially
That's
when
my
it's
favorite
good.
ass music.
It took
Is
forever
that-
to write the loading screen messages.
Yeah.
Like we just had a big doc. where
Yeah, we had a
wrote random
document.
Things.
I actually write this music with my ass partially. So
It's
it is good ass
slammed.
music.
It's pretty great ass music.
And there's absolutely no foreshadowing in the loading screen. Like you might think there is. There's none.
Yeah, foreshadowing. More like
Fucking
more like
decompile the flash
five
instead
shadowing. Am I
of
right?
reading
How about
everything.
6 shadowing, 7 shadowing.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
See, we're not amateurs. We anti-shadow ahead of time.
Never mind.
The best one here is just out canceling wave dashes. I remember
That,
that
that was
one
me.
is.
I wrote that.
It
I
was a
wrote that
funny
one.
meme. There was one where it was just like, I think it was like removing dog or something. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I remember
Wait,
Amelia
what?
wrote that. It's somewhere near the end. There was
My
no
favorite-
canceling.
I saw
It
that.
was we'll get it here in a second, I think.
It was like
No,
talking
never mind. We
smack,
already passed it.
smiling back.
Melting steel beams. I'm looking for dog, but I can't see it.
I remember that one.
Or no,
I
it was
wrote
like
through this list like 12 times.
removing Fido. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that one was one.
Removing
Oh,
Fido.
yeah.
Yeah, it was removing Fido, and I remember I was in a voice channel with Amelia, and we.
Hey,
were dog, and that's
Ruja,
Well, Rizzer-
question. How did you animate between spirographs? Do you want to talk about that or text about that?
yeah.
Yeah, I want to know about the spirographs.
Curves. Shit.
He made curves.
Who's voicing Roozer?
Rooster voice.
Use
I.
the mouthpiece.
Just a
Just
single
a
curve repeated.
Is he gone?
repeated.
Rooster.
So many curves. All right.
Alright, I guess we're continuing.
S load. Stage 1, level 2. Next. Satellite. Be the book girl already. Well, that was something of an anticlimax. You are now the book girl. As far as you're aware, computers are not meant to function in that manner. Looks like you've encountered some form of fatal error. You knew what you were getting into when you downloaded a shady file from an unverified source, but you're rather upset nonetheless.
Okay, I have no idea why we waited. Like, we teased Emily so many times, and people got just more excited to see her.
And then it just happened.
And then it just
To be fair,
happened.
she's a great character.
She
She
is.
Emily's
is really
great.
good.
She's probably my favorite.
She's
But
everyone's
occurs to
favorite.
you that you-
Next to Seb is my favorite.
I like that guy who writes in the light blue text that we're about to see.
Oh yeah,
Who said?
that guy.
Okay.
It occurs to you that you've yet to properly introduce yourself. Your name is Emily Lunsford. You have an active interest in literature, and you pride yourself on curating your book collection to the best of your ability. You enjoy writing, though you tend to keep your work to yourself, away from the scathing criticism of the outside world. You consider yourself to be somewhat of an introvert, and while you don't find social interaction to be one of your strong suits, you're making a genuine effort to improve. Occasionally, when you feel up to it. Though many claim it to be childish, you can't help but admire a webcomic known as Problem Sleuth 2. You enjoy the complex themes and narrative tropes found within, which often parallel many of the nuances of contemporary literature. You could go on and on about the ways in which you admire the comic, but it boils down to the fact that you would be remiss to miss the ending. Very remiss. Next. Unfortunately, there seems to be a minor roadblock in your path to viewing the long-awaited conclusion of the beloved webcomic. In addition to the fact that your computer has been requisitioned by an unidentified web client, there also appears to be a rather foreboding aura of apocalyptic intent spewing forth from the heavens above. You sincerely hope this sudden bout of aggravated Armageddon doesn't interrupt your plans to catch the ending of this comic. You would be rather irritated if that were to happen. In any case, your hands are tied at the moment, so you might as well find something else to do.
Okay, can we pause
Meteors.
for a second and talk about how this panel is like the greatest panel ever? So,
It's a really
It
good
really
panel.
is.
Panel quality
That
gets
is-
so high.
it does.
That's
and
all. That's David, most for the most part.
It's
Mhm.
This
just
is where
the
David
meteors-
really started shining through. He
When-
said, "I'll pick up the slack.
Yeah.
I'll show
when
you
David
how it's done."
posted this in the work chat, I opened it up and I sat there for about 20 minutes just staring at it.
Yeah, because you can't tell how long it is because it looks so good. The loop is so great.
And it's just such a
Yeah.
pretty panel.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's
Came
let's-
out, I
let's
was
keep
like,
on
I have to write a theme for Emily, and I just left this page open and just sat there.
You should,
my
you should
piano.
play something at the end, just to like add in some piano teasers after
Meteors.
Q&A.
Well,
Stop falling so an introvert can finish her webcomic. The meteors give it the best they can, but it seems like at this point in their lives, falling is simply out of their control. You could try asking the universe to stop making gravity be a thing, but you feel this would be ill-advised. Emily, build a fort out of books. Careful to avoid damaging the bindings, you arrange a few of your books into a lean-to. Satisfied with your work, you retreat into the novel hovel. Any tensions completely dissolved. Novel hovel hype. Hashtag novel hovel. Retweet novel hovel. Favorite novel hovel.
Reblog!
Shoot, what was the
Reblog
third
novel.
one? There was the novel hovel, the tome home, and the hardback shack. That was
the
third one.
hardback shack.
We haven't used that one yet.
I was upset
It'll be in there
because
at some point.
novel hovel doesn't really rhyme. Am I the only one who actually says hovel instead of hovel?
No,
Yes.
'cause
Wow. Whatever.
It's a hovel. The novel Hovel is my favorite character in Redditstuck, and the rest of you can go soak your heads.
Yeah, I mean,
Any tensions completely dissolved. Surrounded by knowledge, you feel a sense of belonging. Next. That is, you would if your modus actually cooperated for once. Operating on a timer system, it can keep your items stored for anywhere from an instant to an entire day. Unfortunately, nowhere on the instructions did it state to actually set the timer, so you're stuck with a randomly generated intervals until further notice. Looks like the tome home is out of the question then. Emily, examine notebook by window. This is your journal.
Sorry.
Huh? Go ahead. What?
I was saying there's no way that could become a plot implement at all. It can last anywhere to an entire day. Right. I actually don't know. I read any of the plot stuff mostly. There's too much.
There's a lot of plot. This is your journal. You tend to shy away from writing about the tedium of day-to-day life, instead filling the pages with your personal reflections and musings. Perhaps, if dissected by a keen eye, these jottings would act as a window to your psyche, allowing for a glimpse of your true self. Perhaps, but not likely. Emily, examine posters and fangirl as hard as you can. The posters are nice, and you appreciate them, but you don't have it in you to get excited over a few pieces of paper on the wall. You instead take a moment to acknowledge the craftsmanship of the artwork. The scenes which they have picked just might be some of your favorite in literature, and for a good reason. No other work of fiction has so eloquently portrayed the catharsis of escapism, as far as you're aware. For a brief moment, you examine the posters in great detail, observing each of the subtle techniques in turn before getting a move on with your life. Next. However, it seems your computer has other ideas. Next. Apart from the foreign program that has forcefully pinned itself to your taskbar, nothing about your desktop seems amiss. Now then, where to start? I want to note, this desktop right here, I actually had this poster framed on my wall in college.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
People asked about it all the time. They're like, who's the detective man? And I was like, I'll never tell.
You will never know.
Emily, stop saving PS fan art in a Word doc. There's PNG for that. After witnessing a number of creator breakdowns, you developed an irrational fear of artists purging their work from the web, which is very real. And I think Redditstuck knows this more than anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To combat this, you've locked your most cherished pieces away within a password-protected Word document, in which they can never be deleted. New passwords are generated each day, and if the files were to be tampered with, your computer would immediately self-terminate. Surely this is the most logical solution. Emily, hatch egg icon to create digital scrambled eggs. While TMAT contains no digital delectables, it's still the most appropriate browser for a sleuth fan such as yourself. Sure, there are a few minor drawbacks. Slow load times, compatibility issues, obstructive toolbars, high RAM usage, lack of security options, recurrent freezings, translation errors, unauthorized reboots, and a tendency to delete itself, just to name a few. Any of these would be a deal breaker by themselves, but Tiamat has exclusive rights to the one and only Problem Sleuth browser theme, and you wouldn't be able to live with yourself if you passed that up. Emily, attempt to figure out the cause of this mysterious occurrence via the Problem Sleuth subreddit. You're accustomed to digging through mounds of garbage to find even moderately tolerable things. This cavalcade of spam is well beyond your threshold. At least you know that the rest of the sub is in the same boat. You're probably more likely to get results by contacting individual users other than sifting through this cesspool. Emily, warn others about downloading spurb.exe. You pick a user at random, resolving to warn them about the program in an act of goodwill. Maybe you can get some information in the process.
This is a warning. Your computer may be infected.
I can't deal with another issue today. I thought I finally drew something halfway decent, but then my hand slipped and smudged the ink. Not to mention the fact that my best pencil is nowhere to be seen. And you know what else?
Not now.
Next.
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 Gordon. We need you.
This piece of shit. Did you not hear me say that?
I hear it.
Gordon,
We hear you now. We hear you now.
No,
we
we
hear you
didn't.
now. Go!
Oh my god. Tactless.
It was great though. It was
Great delivery. Oh my god. Fuck you, Discord. Discord ruined my life. Hashtag.
Emily,
Hashtag.
contact someone via Set for help with the game. That was a waste of time. Perhaps a more direct approach will get you better results. Next.
That game on our PS2. Did you download it? If you haven't, don't. I suspect it's a virus.
Well, hello to you too, Typer. Always the conversationalist, aren't you? Unfortunately, you're the slightest bit late. I've already installed it. As far as I'm aware, everything seems to be in working order. After the initial crash, at least. Are you sure it's a virus?
It commanded my computer without my permission. The very definition of a virus.
I'm not convinced. I haven't noticed any particularly malicious behavior, and my computer seems to be running without issue. Maybe it's just a buggy program, and you're far too quick to judge. Have you considered opening it up and having a go?
No, I don't trust it.
Come on, Typer, where's your sense of adventure? Even if it were a virus, it's not like your computer could get any more infected than it already is.
The damage will be contained. Interaction would only encourage it.
How about this? We'll work together to collect as much data about this game as possible. Once we've amassed sufficient information, we'll release our findings to the rest of the sub, potentially saving hundreds of computers. I know you can't turn down an opportunity for research.
Not in most cases.
If anything goes wrong, we'll simply reboot our computers and call it a day. What do you say, bud?
If you're sure that it will work, I will give it a try.
That's the spirit. I'm glad you see things my way. Emily, click on weird orange spirally thingy. Might as well get this over with. Next. Next. This is a bit strange. Emily, search your room for hidden observation devices. You move from your seat to locate the device that is recording you. It appears to be, impossibly, behind the wall. This is very strange. You are sure there must be a logical explanation. Emily, hypothesize. From the data available, you can surmise that the moment you downloaded the game, your coordinates were parsed and transmitted to an as of yet undisclosed third party following extensive triangulation. Your location was then fed to a satellite, which by use of an infrared scanner is able to view you through solid objects. From there, the feed was modified to appear on the visible spectrum before being broadcast to your computer. This is the most obvious explanation, and therefore the most likely to be correct. Satisfied, you continue your experimentation. Emily, experiment with the interface. Are there any other odd bugs or glitches you can identify? You don't know enough about the game to recognize a bug if you saw one. You figure you might be able to decipher some of these outlandish symbols. You figure that if you're able to decipher some of these outlandish symbols, you might get some idea of the program's intended use. You navigate to the first button in the row. Next. Interesting. Next. You make a few minor adjustments before moving. You feel this tool will be very useful. Hashtag novel hovel. Emily, click on the blue
16.
gusher icon. You find yourself in an inventory screen of some sort. A list takes up the majority of the screen, showing what appears to be a collection of sweets. Unfortunately, you don't have a single virtual confection to your name. It appears this menu won't be of any use for the time being. You take a note to return here at some point in the near future. Emily, update Dagwood Deluxe on interface. It appears that the program is not as malicious as you once thought. Although you and your room are now under close observation by a shady third party whose identity and motives remain entirely unknown, your computer seems to be undamaged, and that is all that matters. You feel you should inform Dagwood of your change of heart. However, it seems that he's already gone offline. Shame. You'll have to compare notes at a later junction. Emily, check if anyone else has gotten to this point. After an eventful session of menu analysis, you think you're ready to pass the torch to someone else. With all these features to test out, you could use some time alone. Luke, panic. You're going to die. Luke, don't die. You succeed in not dying. This is no time for morbid assumptions. Luke, get out of the panic station already. The panic station is not a physical location, but rather a state of mind. Still, you don't think you'll be leaving anytime soon. If you haven't noticed, there are meteors outside.
I like all these various takes on Luke.
Yeah, there's just so many.
off model.
I as well enjoy this.
The realistic horse
I mean-
is on the shit horse.
There's no on model really. Like every model is equally correct.
Yeah.
Luke.
Well, I meant
hug
varying
your
models.
Luke, hug your horse plush to calm your nerves. You would if you weren't so concerned about damaging his coat with your freshly secreted finger sweat. Besides, his presence alone fills you with immense vitality. Luke, how's that game coming along? You're still getting used to the whole manipulation of space and time thing. Luckily, the speeding lumps of space rock have numbed you just enough to roll with it. Might as well play around with it while there's still time. Next. You place the device labeled Cruxtruder in the kitchen. Nice going! You're saved! You figure you should go check it out in person.
Also,
Next.
we're probably gonna retcon that trash can at some point because it looks kind of trashy.
What trash can? I
If
don't know
I
what you're talking
remember,
about.
the
Whoa, Ben.
bit weird.
What?
Ben.
I mean, like that's the one thing that would go back and fix that one trash can. That's the one flaw of this otherwise perfect
If you
story.
retcon the trash can, you're altering the original work. And therefore, you're like better than George Lucas.
George Lopez.
You're right.
George Lopez. The creator of Star Wars, George Lopez.
The best character
We
in
will
Star
get to George
Alright, let's
Lucas.
You exit your room, quietly shutting the door behind you in order to alerting your older brother. Really, the last thing you need today is another run-in. You're not in the mood for a half-hour argument over your conflicting PS theories. He's probably wearing that stupid mask, too. Ugh. Luke, dispute.
Alright, here's the Flash.
Okay, here it is.
Fuck yeah. Hey, has Blake Kind Eyewear seen The Flash?
We've sent a few messages, but he hasn't responded yet, sadly.
I want to know. I want to know. Yeah, you show me.
Here we go.
Okay, who wants to read the lines? She's gonna lose it. Theorize. Wow.
I can't. I have to do the push to talk thing, which is kind of shitty.
It's
We'll
pretty
see what I
Evidence. And I sure am reading.
can figure things out.
Ring theory. Assert.
I saw Matt's in there.
Oh, I guess I'm late, aren't I? Because I'm watching the stream. Well.
Yeah, about 15 seconds late.
You tried.
I mean, just
Effort is appreciated. Josh, man, I think Macon might have. But yeah.
ask Macon. If you need any resources, ask Macon. He's the resource guy.
Do we do the Easter egg?
He's totally a part of Redditstuck
do
right
the-
now. Yeah,
do
of
the
course.
Easter egg.
Alright, let me. Here we go.
Are you gonna click that 500 times? All right.
Oh my god, this Easter egg. This Easter egg is the best. You guys have to listen carefully.
Listen very carefully.
Everyone be quiet. We'll only hear the clicks.
I'm pretty sure there's no canon pronunciation of Macon.
Mackin?
Macon.
Mac and cheese?
Guest star, my cat. He's in my room for some reason. He's never in my room, which is weird.
A loud cat.
I'm still spamming this button.
Hey, does it really work with the 500 clicks?
Yes, it really does.
Oh.
Yep. See, the story behind that, I told Roozer to make it an amount of clicks between 450 and 850.
Oh, what?
Ah,
Yeah, it's
wow.
a meme.
Meme
Yep.
number.
It's a meme number.
I don't even know what this Easter egg is. I only saw the rave one.
Yes,
Cell levels are reaching critical mass.
We
This is
did
the
it!
little thing that
Oh shit.
We did it, Reddit!
Yay!
My fingers hurt! Do we hear it?
It's not loaded for me. Oh,
Oh, there we go. You heard it.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't remember how the rave one worked, so we're not gonna do the rave one.
Click,
click
it. You have to watch it. Just click theory battle so it flashes by.
What?
Just go to this. Click the
restart the
arrow.
flash and hit theory battle when it appears on the screen. So
Oh,
basically,
yeah.
spam in the middle of the screen.
You gotta be quick on the draw.
You gotta be quicky dicky.
What the fuck? Reset!
Did you miss it?
I need to redo. I forgot it appears at the top of the screen because I was setting up stream setup where it had that in the bottom. But got it.
Woo! Good job.
So
Gordian
I have-
track?
I have 3 songs in a webcomic comic now, and 2 of them are just meme remixes of someone else's song. Literally.
Meme mixes.
How original am I? Meme mixes. That's true.
Well, everybody,
And
There it
thanks
is.
for coming.
There you go.
Wait, we
We
got
have
to
a
do the
Q&A.
question and answer.
I
Yeah,
know.
That's it. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Guys,
If you just wanted to watch the thing and not actually hear any answers.
Yeah.
But now we have sweet deets about we're gonna spoil the whole comic.
Yeah.
Guess
yeah,
what?
we're
I-
Lord English comes back, except this time
Oh.
he's got
Guns. I got another
incredible,
one.
incredible boobs.
Oh shit.
His name's
That's
Boobs
twist.
Chan. Okay, we're gonna start off with the only. Hang on, let me go over here.
I mean, I guess we'll just try not to talk over each other and fail.
Where's the
I mean-
only question that we got off the thing?
The forum? Or...
Yeah, we got one off the post. Hang on, let me permalink this thingy. Permalink, here we go. View the rest of the
Oh, you're talking
comments.
about Toko?
Yeah, we got. I think.
Yeah, there's 4 from Toko.
Alright, I also have 3 new Reddit messages, so that's interesting.
I'll
Okay.
put them in
Good
the,
week.
Huh?
the
Do you want to
chat.
talk to Cheese
What am I talking about?
about why it's a Reddit or why it's a Suburb fan venture instead of like something else?
Why is this Spurb fan
'Cause that's,
venture?
that's kind of a question. I mean, because I don't think we could have coordinated into anything else except something that was related to Homestuck. Because that's what we're already here for. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, just put it in chat.
Just
Yeah.
because it's derivative doesn't mean that it's worse.
Yeah, I
We've come
mean,
up with plenty of original ideas for this, even though we did use a little bit of the plot. Most of
Oh,
the
you guys see Adventure Flames posting all sorts of stuff in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's... yeah, I'm posting them.
Yeah.
Yeah!
All right, that's a good thing to do. That works.
The thing about doing a Spurb fan venture, from its start, Not a Dwarf had the idea, and when Not a Dwarf had the idea, he was just like, "Oh, we're just gonna do a Spurb fan venture." But the twist is, it's Reddit users, so it's a community effort type deal because we're gonna have command submissions, and
I
this
mean-
is really all of us just living out his vision or whatever.
I think it was always more about making a community thing than making it a quality thing, if that makes any sense. Like, it was more about including everybody as much as possible. Like, it doesn't really matter if it's, like, the best original work of all time, as
Well-
long as we have fun making it. I'm not
You-
gonna, like, justify any kind of, like, weird plot stuff because of...
You do
Does that
have
make
to
any
say
sense?
that many things were cut out. Like, we had a lot of ideas which were pretty much from Homestuck, which we ruled out very early on. So we
Mhm.
tried our best to stay far away from the original concept.
Let me see if I can find the original post. I think that would be interesting to read.
Oh yeah,
You-
love out to Dwarf. Good on you, man.
Like, I feel like if it had been original, we wouldn't have been able to decide what kind of story we wanted to tell, because there's so many writers and so many people working on it.
Hmm.
But like with the Suburb kind of thing, we have a rough guideline of what kind of story we want to tell, and we can easily have people make suggestions and work on it together. That makes
Mhm.
any sense?
Because anything else, it wouldn't have felt like it was at all Homestuck related. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you
Like, I feel like
here,
you can say, like you said, why not put the effort into something original? I don't think there would have been the same effort if it had been original. I think it would have been like a couple people working on something entirely
Yeah, you do.
unrelated.
All right,
you do
here,
need a
real
starting
quick,
point.
Real quick, let's address Toko's questions that they left in the thread.
Yeah,
One,
read 'em
how
out.
long did it take you for you guys to make each of the flashes, from the conceptual part to storyboarding and finally animation? Roosert?
Ages.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
simply put, just ages.
Well, I mean, a lot of them
Yes.
we came up very early on. Like a lot of the concepts, like the skate flash was several months before, and then we started working on it maybe like a month before it came out.
I don't want to say that I can speak definitely for this, but I would say it was a vague idea until we got to the point where we made a pause to make the Flash, and that's like all the time between, for example, the satellite page when that came out, and all the way up to when the Begin Flash actually came out. That was us just working on finalizing the ideas, making the storyboard. The storyboard usually comes out pretty early. The
Yeah.
assets is what takes a
I
longest.
don't think we posted the storyboard for Begin. I think
No,
that's
we
kinda
haven't.
spoiled the
We
draft.
haven't.
Like it's a little bit different from the final version.
That's because it had some spoilers in it.
We did post the most recent
We did
Conquest.
post the one for the BKEW one. That should be on the Squidward Doodle subreddit.
Do you have the whole story in mind at this point, or will there be deviations from your main plot if you
Well,
think certain commands are interesting?
We have a rough idea.
We have a rough idea.
We're very open to change.
The way I described it,
commands.
was plot points are like stepping stones, where, I mean, it's more the journey than the destination. Because we know the destination, we just don't know the journey. And certain user commands might change things, but we still want to tell a story without like having just user commands fuck around for the rest of ever.
I think it's vaguely comparable to the fact that Hussey said when he came out with, what was it, Act 7, he said, I've had some of these ideas for storyboards and frames in this Flash for years now. And he just inserted all the stuff in the middle that was the journey to them creating a universe and how he wanted that to look. So,
which is amazing.
Have really far off ideas.
I think it's amazing that the process is so similar to Hussey's original creation, because when I was first reading about it, it seemed as though it was fairly direction-led. Like, I don't mean to say that you didn't know what you wanted to do, but nobody really had an idea of what Redditstuck could be or was. And that's what I was the most worried about, was I was like, okay, well, what the hell are we even doing, right? Is there a plot? Is this going to go somewhere? And so that was my entire effort. When I first showed up, was I tried to split people into teams, like a writing team and an art team.
And that ended up very well. Like, we still use that.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that, because immediately people started coming up with really cool ideas and agreeing with each other. And soon enough, a conception for what Redditstuck could be like emerged, and that was really exciting. And I don't know, man. I think it's just very cool that this, because I remember Mr. Cheese, one of these posts I'm looking through of Not a Dwarf's profile, right? He says, we have approval from the community, barring Mr. Cheese. And the fact that Mr. Cheese is now in this, stream is awesome to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it feels like there was triumph somewhere. In the face of defeat, victory was seized.
Suck it, cheese face.
Yeah, bitch.
Okay, we need someone to like keep track of the questions as they come in.
I'm doing
it.
Yeah. Number 3. Where do you see Redditstuck in 2 years?
Possibly still going.
Possibly.
If we're still interested.
It's possible.
Game.
Yeah, we'll definitely all be in Spurb, stuff like that.
We'll be in line.
Somewhere in
All
Act
of
2,
us.
maybe. What are your opinions on Problem Sleuth 2? Pretty alright, I guess. I think we already shared our thoughts.
Kind of convoluted.
Yeah.
I really liked it up until the last page.
Yeah,
I thought Problem Sleuth 2 ended in this really sort of like masturbatory way that was totally a disservice to plot, and that really pissed me off because I was excited for it for years, but I still think that Hussey is a genius. I just think that perhaps the passion may have been lost, or the planning overrode what could have ended up happening with Problem Sleuth 2. I feel like probably he knew where he wanted Problem Sleuth 2 to end, but on the way there, he made a bunch more plot threads that made it so his predetermined ending was totally awful and garbage.
Yeah, I'm done listening.
Problem Sleuth 2, of course. Homestuck's awesome.
Yeah, Homestuck ended
All right, let's
the
see.
best way it possibly could have. There's no other way. It could have gone better.
Let's go here. Alright. We got...
Someone asked about JoJo stuff.
Favorite character?
I haven't read it yet. I'm planning on it.
What parts of Spurb do you hope to expand upon? Alright.
Do you want to do favorite character first?
Hang on. We're doing... What parts of Spurb do we hope to expand upon? From like the start, when I was like thinking of things, like what are we going to do? What are we going to do different? Because Mr. Cheese, when he first started and like looking at this idea, and he said like one thing about it, it was just make sure this adventure has something different about it. Make sure it isn't just Spurb.
Base Spurb adventures are really boring. That's like the cardinal sin list or whatever.
And so I started thinking, and I'm like, what if we focused actually on the gameplay elements, like playing the game normally? And Homestuck like almost did that, and then it went into like the scratch and retcons and all that jazz. And I just wanted to make an adventure where it would just progress normally, like an RPG.
Do people know how we're going to get all the other characters into... It hasn't been revealed in plot, but this is one of the things that we came up with really early on about how we're going to get not just the 16 characters playing Spurb, but so many other Redditors are going to appear in Redditstuck. Really exciting.
I think we talked about this already. I don't think it's that much of a spoiler.
Yeah.
Really? Can we talk about it?
Have we talked about it?
As long as we don't go into too much
think I know what
detail.
you're talking about. I don't think I've
All right,
heard
you,
this.
you 35 people, you don't share this with anybody, okay?
Never leaves.
This is something that originally I had like a very small idea about this, but it was expanded on drastically. And it's a hypertonic session, which means that because so many people are joining it, it fractures and it starts replacing game data with player data. So all of a sudden, Redditstuck people from the r/Problem Sleuth 2 subreddit, which is you guys, which is the people on the Homestuck subreddit in real life, they start becoming NPCs. And here's a pretty big spoiler: Mr. Cheese is going to be the Black King.
Oh shit! You went and did it.
We already have his theme.
I can't believe we've done this.
Yeah, it's ruined.
Wait, who did his theme?
Oh,
Is it a JJ theme?
That's a JJ.
That
Yeah, that was a
doesn't
JJ
count
theme.
then, does
We
it?
can't use it. We can't use it. Scratch it.
It was so good.
It's really good.
We can use some.
We can
I
use
don't know.
some, you know.
Me as a music guy, I give you the blessing to use JJ.
I remember what it sounds like. It was really brassy. It was all. Shit, he did so much music.
He did. He was a champion.
I think we can use it.
Nah. I feel like we're gonna get
most
sued.
of the members get priority. That's how we're gonna work it.
Yeah.
I would say most of it's okay. Some of it's really good. So
yeah,
Most
That's
of
my
it
opinion.
will not be in the comics specifically, but yeah.
I'm
Which
excited.
could possibly be hinting towards something.
All right. Another question: Trolls, yay or nay? Unfortunately, we accepted submissions. We accepted submissions for trolls, and we got a few troll ideas, concepts, and we just sort of let them sit there. And when we came back to look at it, we didn't really have any idea of with the plot we had in mind at that point, and still have to this day, where the trolls would fit in, what the reason for their existence would be, and yet we still kind of want to include them. There's already a lot of characters. That's a valid complaint. But yeah.
Okay, for the time being, no more characters. If we find a place that it's relevant and possible to include them without confusing the readers, maybe.
That was always my perspective. I felt like Homestuck is a story about interspecies relations, and I feel like, why do that again? You guys have such a thing going here.
Yeah, I feel like what Wade said earlier was that this is basically about what we don't see of Smurfs.
Now the leprechaun. The leprechauns, on the other hand.
Leprechaun. We're gonna expand on that definitely.
Yeah, that's going.
Without a doubt.
Encyclopedias.
Are you guys using? I don't know what you guys are doing for this, so I'm gonna ask Q&A session with Dagwood. Are you guys gonna be using the leprechaun designs and characterizations that we made early on?
Yes, I think so.
Probably.
Aren't they Land Consort or whatever?
Those are the best.
They're pretty good. Land Consort or Land
Hype right from your man Dagwood.
Yeah.
So
They run
that's
a,
the
they
best
run a casino.
commercial you're gonna
It's pretty
get.
cool.
Are we getting Charlie the referee?
Yes.
Yes.
He's gone.
Oh.
All right. Another question. Let's see. If you could change anything you've done so far on Redditstuck, what would it be? I think everyone shares this. Less characters.
Yeah, fewer characters.
Fewer characters, but we're in too deep. We can't do anything about it.
Yep.
We just gotta hope the bad ones get a quick death.
Yeah.
No, I gotta say, I enjoy the huge roster because I feel like it gives you so much room. I like how you haven't expanded into it yet, but it feels like, remember in Act 4 Homestuck, where it was like, it felt like there was such a big world out there, and you were excited to see where it was going, and then you never really got to see it, and that was like a big I don't know, letdown. I kind of feel that way about Redditstuck's characters. I'm excited by the fact that there are all these players in this game who are going to interact in this world somehow that I haven't yet met. And I feel like if the comic goes long enough, you're going to meet them at some point. You know, I like how you guys aren't forcing them in. It feels really measured and really artistic, and I appreciate that.
I just want to say I wish I'd started not being so perfectionist about my tracks early on, because I barely got anything done. But now I've started to, I guess, not treat my tracks that way. Yeah, I guess mellow out. I don't know. I'm getting towards actually finishing my track. See, the problem with me is I start something and I feel like I can never follow that up, or I can never make it up to be a full track, and I have all these ideas that I haven't finished. So I just want to say I have all kinds of plans for things in the future.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't know how else to say it.
Who's gonna
I
be
love the
Jack
music,
Noir?
man.
I don't know. Do we need a Jack Noir?
We do.
We do. Well,
We
Yes,
have
sir.
one, but it's a bit deeper than you might expect. But we
Yeah, no
should
spoilers.
go into it.
Yeah, I remember that a little bit.
oh, wait, that was
Okay,
stupid. I
Should we
remember
talk
now.
about the
Yeah,
speed
Mr.
at which
Cheese,
we
Mr.
update?
Cheese is encouraging fast and loose, which
Okay, here's the
panels
thing.
are beautiful, but
It's not just about art though. A lot of it's taking time to like wait for commands
Yeah.
and then write the panels. And then like I feel like if we did less quality panels, it'd take just about as long.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it's writing especially.
Also, note the fact that MSPFA is not monetized. We do not get paid to do this. We have
Yeah, we're just
jobs. We
doing
have
fun.
school.
Yeah.
The thing
That does
Yeah.
get in the way.
about
Valid
Fast
points.
and Loose, because the standard development process is we wait like a day after we post the update, wait for all the commands to roll in, and then the writing team fucks off and figures out what they want, and then we start writing panels, and then we spend more time than we should making sure every single fucking pixel on every word is exactly how we want it. And it's just
and that-
meticulous. And that takes like a
that-
day.
That brings me to something else I want to talk about, which is taking commands. If I were to have any advice about making any kind of comic online, it'd be not to make it command based under any circumstances.
Yeah.
Because it's so I don't want to say restrictive, because it's nice being able to like interact with the audience, but like it is kind of restrictive.
The
Like
thing
you can't
is-
tell the story you want to tell.
The thing is,
Hashtag
right,
Hussy was right.
Hussy was okay.
Yeah, he
so
was right. He was definitely right.
When like if you want to have a joke, like a joke comic where it's just fuck around and do that, like how
Sure.
like Jailbreak or whatever it was.
Jailbreak?
Yeah, like Jailbreak. That's a good idea, but when you have like a plot that you want to go through with, and you have to somehow fit in things that people like don't know where you're going with this. A lot of times, like people who know where the plot's going will submit commands, and we'll just sort of sneakily use them.
Yeah, I don't think we're trying to justify
Yeah,
like our slow pace, because that's definitely we could be doing better.
there's definitely a real
There's
issue
definitely room
with
for
pace.
improvement.
I mean,
Like,
Secret
there's no-
panels.
No way to say that like we're doing the best we possibly could or whatever. Like
does
that's
anybody
definitely
know
our
what
fault.
happened to the original Redditstuck post? Like where Not a Dwarf was like, "Hey, what if we had a fan adventure called Redditstuck?"
No clue.
I found it once, not too long ago.
I'm looking for it and I can't find it. Funny enough, if you Google Redditstuck, some of the Google Docs that we worked on early on show up.
Yeah, but they don't.
Have you?
They don't have accurate information anymore.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have accurate information, but they're still there.
Like so much
Did
stuff
you-
is incorrect that it wouldn't even really be a spoiler because we're not going to use a whole bunch of it.
Yeah.
Dagwood, did you check the Homestuck sub or the Squiddle Diddler sub? Because I think that's where I found a lot of the... Like, I think there was a link to the original one. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff on that sub, but I would say, yeah, it is outdated, and
Yeah.
I guess it counts as more as history than spoilers to read, like, the applications and...
I still say not to read it if you don't want to be spoiled, though.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
it's there. If you
Don't-
dig deep
don't.
enough, you're gonna find it. But I wouldn't recommend reading it unless you really want to be spoiled.
which doc? The music doc or the art doc?
The art doc, I think.
Yeah, Redditstuck art doc. That's
Musical
The writing
spoilers are a
doc
thing, too.
Used to be real.
Shitlord.
Like if you want the best experience, just wait until it's in the comic.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
We'll let you spoil yourselves. We don't care. But I mean,
Actually, it
well-
says that the last edit to the art doc was made 8 days ago. Who's fucking around on the art doc?
I have no idea.
what the fuck? Let me check this out.
That'd have been Ruzert trying to grab something for.
You want me to post it in the Twitch chat or not?
No, don't post it.
No,
Now.
no.
Bad idea.
Don't do it.
I can't stop you, but please don't.
I won't do it.
So this is. Hang on.
Someone
Let me.
posted the original Reddit stuff.
let me share this with the stream.
That's not the first one where he proposed it, right? Sorry, wait.
What are you sharing?
Let me share this with the stream. I don't know when I made this, why I made this, or what the joke is, but I'm just gonna put this on stream right here, and we're just gonna look at it and just admire this, whatever the fuck this is. Let's going
You'll
on.
have to tell us what we're looking at, or else we'll wait 15 seconds to be able to see it.
It's worth the wait.
Oh.
Okay,
I
alright.
see. Oh.
I don't know what it is. I honestly cannot tell
what
you.
is that?
I know what that is.
I know what I'm. I don't remember the context behind this joke.
Spoilers! Spoilers!
I don't.
I actually don't think that's a spoiler.
Is it? Is it not?
That's
It's a
That's not
spoiler!
really
It's
a
literally a
spoiler.
spoiler! You're looking at a spoiler.
We don't even know the character's name. Come on.
I think you actually got it wrong.
No, that's right, I'm pretty sure.
What's right? I don't.
The fucking thing on his chest.
No, that's
Oh,
wrong.
Brandon's
That's wrong.
screaming.
That's wrong. We
Get
changed
out,
it.
get
We
out.
changed it. We changed it.
Really?
Yeah, we changed it.
Oh, wow.
It did.
But I don't know where this came from.
Who did this?
I know I
Why?
did it. I know me. I did it. That's just shitty enough for it to be me. But I don't know why I did it. What's the joke or why I decided to bookmark it?
What's the background to this? Wait, you bookmarked it?
It's bookmarked in my Redditstuck folder.
Oh. Alright, what's the next question?
I don't. Do we have any more panels? Oh shit! Oh shit! I remember this one, but I'm not showing it because it has a character we haven't met.
Are you just going back to all the old Imager files and putting
No,
them
I'm
on
just
stream?
going through my Redditstuck file, my Redditstuck
okay.
folder.
While Wade is doing that, going back to a way previous point, we have been using nexts and arrows to kind of point the story in our own direction.
We haven't
So
used
it's
an arrow,
not
we
like
just
we've
used
been
next.
completely leaving them up to commands.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's kind of necessary at this point.
I
Any
guess
of
I'll
you,
say that
That's
Problem Sleuth was a story, but it was heavily influenced by video games. It was meant to be a game played by hundreds of people. The characters aren't as deep as Homestuck. I think we would agree.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Problem Sleuth 2, that stuff is
That's
high
deep.
level shit, but
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Problem Sleuth 1,
Good.
he was able to do that all the way to the end and make it satisfying because it was more of like beat the end boss.
Wait, did you get my previous message / questions thing for what to do?
It's
when there's
JoJo
no
stuff. He wants to read JoJo stuff.
rush?
You know the JoJo stuff?
We're not gonna read
Screen.
JoJo Stuck. I refuse. If you want to check out JoJo Stuck, check him out. Griever will tell you all about it, I'm sure. It's definitely a good webcomic. If you like JoJo, check it out. It's got all your favorite
More
characters,
like-
John Egbert.
More like no stuck.
It's got Rose as
Yeah.
the platinum boy who does the Jotaro. Yeah, it's definitely pretty good.
I haven't read it.
Alright, any more questions that we
Yeah,
missed?
any more
That were way
questions?
back up there? I know there's some up there that we missed.
Comments or concerns? Also accepted.
Concerns.
Unless it's Mr.
Redditstuck is a
Cheese.
stock.
Unless it's Mr. Cheese.
Yeah.
Mr. Cheese, please stay
I
in the
mean,
concern section. We have already
It's
heard
all
you.
valid criticism, like it's 100%
Yeah, it's all valid.
correct.
We've definitely taken it to heart.
We're just saying, like, Like, at this point, it's more about... Yeah, I already said that stuff.
I don't know. I still like that it's really good.
Mr.
Yeah,
Cheese
it's
has
good.
dropped important
It's
music
fun.
submission.
It's good for what it is.
I'm scared. Confused.
It looks
Here,
like Mr. Cheese has something for us.
I'm gonna click it.
Oh. Oh no.
Alright, we're done.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Wrap it up. All right, see ya.
Hey,
losers.
See ya!
Math Matt.
Mr.
Yeah, I know
Cheese
that
has
guy. He's
single-handedly
the DM.
crashed the stream.
Sent me a virus.
And I'm also his DM.
Who did the hand animations for VKW? That was David, our artist. Great
Wait,
guy.
for which one?
His hands.
Oh, yeah, that was on BKW.
How long do you think Redditstuck will go on for? If implying it like goes on
30
indefinitely, I'll
years,
probably
maybe.
die before the
Couple
story
years.
ends.
Okay, so we had a backup plan.
Did we?
Or I had a backup plan at least. And if it's no longer possible at some point to like continue making the art, it just switches over to fan fiction.
That's what I would have done.
There we go.
But I'm
Because it's already basically like fan fiction.
yeah,
like that's what it
it's
is.
fanfiction with art. Who
It's
will die
self-insert
first?
fanfiction.
Real Wade or Redditstuck Raid? I hope to God Real Wade.
Simultaneously, they'll
They'll
go out together. They'll fight each other.
If you die in the game, you die for real.
Thank God.
Thank God. About time.
All right, I gotta go. Actually, guys.
All right, Dagwood's hopping.
See ya.
All right, see you later, everybody.
Thanks for reading, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
see you later.
That was great. That was a lot more viewers than I thought.
And it's still live. Hey
Yeah,
guys,
we're still here.
We have to pick up on the absence of Dagwood.
Yeah, we have
Do
to.
we actually have anything else to do? Because there's no more questions.
I don't
apparently.
think so.
We'll keep asking questions.
It's 4:13. We have to end it now. It's 4:13. Ah!